And then, in the moment when we were waiting for Kahuna, I'm like, oh wait, this could actually work. Now he's here.
I'm glad I can inspire your title.
Yeah, let me start.
Man,
this.
Acoustic's notes are way better than mine. Good thing I asked for 'em.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Alright. That. And I'm gonna actually do something I hardly ever do and post it on Twitter. I just wrote.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go to Twitter.
Diversifying.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter.tv/Avon.
I have my Twitter linked on my Twitch page, I believe.
I do not use Twitter.
That is perfectly fine, all things considered.
I'm not sure if I follow you on Twitter, Avon.
I highly doubt you do. I don't really have like it connected to my real life name, so
Is it Avon?
I think _x23.
Alright.
Yeah, but anyways, enough of that. Alright, everybody's here. It's a lovely time again for D&D. You know, we all love it. We all need it. Can't live without it.
Birds are singing, flowers are blooming.
Yeah. I
Things
never
like
got
these, kids like you should be burned. Hell.
I know I didn't get to finish watching the VOD yesterday, but I know MJ and you and Joey finished A Way Out. Did you guys actually do?
No.
Did you do the second ending, or Joey only see the first one?
No, we also did the second ending, yes.
Which one did he like better?
Leo's. It was objective that everybody liked Leo's ending better.
I can see that, yeah. It's tricky. Just more or less, everybody just gotta. I can't really say much about like spoiling the entire game, so I'm not going to. But I'm actually more amazed Joey did not know about the twist, though. I thought he knew that when he was playing this the whole time. So it was actually kind of funny.
No, I knew everything, and he did not.
Yeah. But I will say it was funny, like, getting his live reaction to all of that when it was going down. Alright. So, judging by all the muted mics, I think we're all ready to go. Alright. No one is questioning it. Oh wait, by the way, MJN, before I forget, as a cleric, you can prepare up to 5 spells in addition to your 2 prepared ones from your domain, because it's your wisdom modifier plus your level.
Yes.
So you can mark that down now. So I don't think I think you already blew all your spell slots to begin with. So oh well.
I think so.
All right. By the way, hope you're all happy being level 2. Let's go.
Yeah, key points.
Yeah. Alright.
Hell yeah, level 2.
The gang is uncovering a mystery where we last left off. Sticking around in Caer-Dineval after striking a deal with Denver Harpell, the gang set off to Speaker Crannoc Siever's abode, known as the Caer, to get his sigil. Once getting there, however, they were met with confusion at the front gate, as they were begrudgingly let in after speaking of the medicine they brought for the Speaker. Running into odd figures like the Kennel boy Alassar, a tiefling woman known as Fel Supparra, and Huarwar Mulphoon, an angsty teen. The gang was invited to stick around for lunch before meeting Kadroth, the Speaker's so-called right-hand man. During the odd lunch, the gang heard from Kadroth of how he came to work for the Speaker, and of fanciful ideas regarding devils and winter wonderlands. When Kadroth stepped out, Alassar managed to speak to Balthazar alone, telling him that the current inhabitants of the Caer were not servants to the Speaker, but rather members of a shady organization. During that same time, Vars managed to anger and annoy Huarwar over his current situation, and was able to get him to spill the beans on what was happening in the castle. After hearing a bit too much, Fel launched an attack on the group. The gang managed to best her and the nearby guards relatively quickly. In the aftermath of the fight, Correth went to go speak to the chef, who informed him that the current occupants of the Caer were in fact the Knights of the Black Sword, a cult who worshipped Archduke Levistus of the 6th layer of Hell, and they had confined the Speaker to his room and locked the actual servants in the basement. Needing to find Kadroth, the gang started searching the first floor for him, while Nayala went up to the second floor to find Huarwar. After dealing with a pesky guard, Nayala found Huarwar held up in a room, but unable to persuade him to give himself up and tell her what was going on, she decided to lock him in the room. During that time, the gang broke into Kadroth's office but could not find him. Luckily, they found a secret entrance in the room that led to a ladder. Choosing to go upstairs first, the gang ran into a whole bunch of cultists, who they were able to beat back, as Sorrin accidentally plunged downstairs into the cistern, but quickly made his way back up. As the gang regrouped in the Great Hall, with Nayala hiding upstairs, the gang had to deal with even more cultists and the revived Fel. Luckily, the gang managed to hold their own, with Correth killing Fel at the end. Heading upstairs, the gang found the Speaker's room, but with Kadroth holding the Speaker hostage. Kadroth told the gang about how he was about to begin his plan of having the Knights of the Black Sword take over the 10 towns, thanks to Hethyl Arkorran, a soothsayer who sees the future, and Avarice, a newcomer in Icewind Dale and someone who all the cultists feared. But unfortunately for Kadroth, he was stuck given Avarice's indifference to his cause, and how Hethyl's visions were preoccupied with another matter concerning the 10 towns. Seeing an opportunity, Sorrin pulled off a risky gambit as he tackled Kadroth away from the Speaker and into another room, starting one last fight. Though it was a risky fight given Kadroth's powerful spellcasting, Sorrin did manage to kill him, launching his head across the room before it shattered. Following the fight, the gang began to take a short rest, though Speaker Crannoc asked the gang to make sure that Hethyl was dealt with as well, and that the servants in the cistern were freed. Given that time allowed for it, Correth and Sorrin made their way to Hethyl's room. Once there, she spoke that her time was up and told the two of them about the underground king, who will destroy the 10 towns, that of the Red Dragon's heart, the missing crown prince, and how this destiny can only be averted if the true heroes of Icewind Dale stop it. Afterwards, she dropped dead. So what will the gang do next after the rest? What exactly was Hethyl speaking about? And what lies in wait for the gang down in the cistern? Find out now in The Sun Never Rises. One day I will write a introduction that does not span a whole page long, but lots of things always happen.
I'll believe that when I see it.
It's a good recap.
Yeah, no, it's helpful. I like it.
It's
Yeah.
helpful.
It's nice in covering, because it's usually like wait a week in between. It's nice to cover everything we went over, but also kind of just to fill in some of the plot points you guys may or may not have missed that should be somewhat important.
Yes.
So anyways, Correth and Sorrin, you guys, Hethyl just died in the room you guys are in, and she's currently lying face first on the floor.
I'd like to make a medicine check to see, like, if it was like a heart attack or something, or what.
Sure, roll me a medicine. 11. From what you can tell, it seems pretty much that, like, the signs are kind of all there. Her hand clutching her chest, you know, the fact she doesn't have a heartbeat anymore, and,
Nice.
yeah.
Understandable.
She is a very old woman, too, as you can tell.
I'm just gonna kind of look around the room.
Sure.
Just, anything out of ordinary?
Perception check.
Perception?
Yes. 24. Overall, pretty nice room. She had, like, her cup of hot cocoa right next to her on the old chair, like a blanket and stuff. Nothing really, like, too crazy, though. It's just very much kind of like this is a room for an old lady and we're keeping you comfortable kind of room, so there you go.
I'm just gonna clutch a pendant that I have around my neck and just say a little prayer to myself.
All right.
When he does that, I'm gonna ask him, who are you praying to exactly?
My my lord Oberon.
See.
You probably don't know about him.
No, the name doesn't ring a bell.
He's back in my homeland.
The Feywild.
Yes.
Ah. Interesting.
Do you know much about the Feywild?
Roll me.
No. Yeah, I can roll for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Very high DC though, because you kind of you screwed up the first time with the roll me straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a high DC because you screwed up the first time with not knowing what race he was. Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, I only knew about it since I've been traveling with you. Just like I imagine you don't know much about the Underdark.
Yeah, probably not.
Correth, you roll me an intelligence check. Yeah, you don't know much about the Underdark.
Maybe we can learn from each other.
If I had to guess, my homeland is very different from yours, judging by...
Just by the names.
Yeah.
Maybe we can learn from each other.
Maybe. We should get back to the others.
Yes, for sure.
Alright. You guys make your way easily back to the speaker's room. For Vars, Roxy, Balthazar, Nayala, you guys have been chilling in what appears to be was a library, but everything in here has essentially been like lit on fire, so it's just kind of like a empty room with fire marks kind of all across it. Mm-hmm. Balthazar, during this time you do wake up after having your wounds inflicted by Kadroth. Somehow you feel more powerful when you woke up, like some sort of Saiyan, but for the most part, your body still definitely hurts, and right next to you is Kadroth's frozen, headless body. For the rest of you, Vars, Nayala, Roxy, you've just kind of been chilling here, just catching a breath.
I want to check on the kid real quick.
Alright, sure. Alassar is in the speaker's room, just kind of sitting down, kind of...
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna limp in there and just go ask him how he's doing, how he's holding up.
Oh, I'm fine. Being in the back away from all of this, pretty nice. Yeah.
Alright, not scarred or anything? You're... mentally...
Roll me an insight check, Balthazar.
Insight... 18.
This kid has seen a lot today that he will probably have to kind of process moving forward, but it's not like a horrible, oh my god, super psycho killer is trying to get me. This is more like, oh man, I've seen a lot of people die today, but I guess that's just kind of life in a sense.
Alright. I ruffle his hair and just kind of sit with him.
Alright. Vars, Nayala, Roxy.
You've gotten a son.
Yeah.
Son achieved.
Yeah.
You've achieved the son.
It was so quick. It's 2 sessions in and I have son.
You already have son.
Alright. Roxy, Nayala, Vars, you guys doing anything, or are you just resting your wounds and all
Can
that?
I look around the burnt remains of this library for any books?
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
Hell yeah.
0.
Zero.
There's really not much here. You find oh wait, a book survived. You pick up the book and it immediately just crumbles into ash in your hands and just...
Yeah, good. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
That's. I was either hoping to find books or this happened. Either or.
Alright. So...
It's funny though. Good stuff.
Alright. As Correth and Sorrin come back in, the speaker pipes up. Ah, you do the deed?
She kind of did it to herself, I think.
Honestly, that woman, every time I tried to sleep, she would always be screaming about something.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Denver looks to... Actually, he's like, pardon me, speaker, but let's... I think the three of us will talk to our other associates for a moment about where to go from here. At which point the speaker's like, alright, fine. It seems like the biggest threat's already taken care of, as he looks into the other room and sees the dead Kadroth. So, Denver calls a group meeting in the burnout library room. I'm assuming Balthazar and Sorrin follow. Alright, everybody. First of all, did not expect any of this to happen today. This has been a wild treat. Well, maybe not a treat, because it has been a little bit deadly, but anyways. So, while Sorrin and Correth were dealing with the Hethyl woman, I made a deal with the speaker. Kind of the same as we talked about last time, but just to reiterate, you guys can go into the Cistern and free the rest of the servants, then you should be good to go. Once he knows everything's all good and clear, everyone's safe, the gates will open, and I'll be able to get the sigil, and we'll have a nice party to wind things down. What do you all say?
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Roxy's just kind of looking at the ashes of the book.
Alright, he looks to Nayala and Vars. You two cool with this?
Is there going to be any ale at this party?
Well, this town doesn't have much alcohol on it, but who knows what you'll find in the Cistern.
Alright.
So as for me, the speaker wanted to make sure he's safe and all that, I'll stay here and keep watch on him and the boy.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Oh, I forgot about the kid. I say that in character.
Yeah, it's he's my responsibility. Don't worry about him.
Alright. Okay.
Understandable.
Alright. Go team, as Denver kind of just awkwardly raised.
Yeah, he puts his hand out, and I put my hand around top of his.
And you're
And I'm waiting.
You're the only two who do it. And Denver walks back into the room. Alright, so, funny enough, Sorrin, you actually do know where the Cistern is, considering you fell down there earlier.
Yeah. I think I know what the Cistern is. I guess I'll just show everyone back to the ladder. If I
Alright,
can.
and assuming everybody goes along with it,
Yep.
kind of. Alright.
How do we?
So, okay, yeah, so I will reveal a lot more of the map for you all, just so you have an idea of what this place looks like. So on level 2, which you guys were on, kind of the makeup of the place. Same with level 1. As you all make your way downstairs, assuming no one else does anything, you all just follow Sorrin to the ladder down into the Cistern.
Yes.
Yeah, so go through this. Everyone's kind of already been through this for the most part, except for Nayala, so this is kind of new for her. And I'll just move her and Vars' tokens because they are moving them on their own. There you go.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. No, it's how much is really highlighted is also kind of a big issue too. All right, so let me pull up the book as I'm supposed to read stuff. So I kind of forgot to do it last time someone went down here, but that was because we were dealing with other stuff. All right. So a wooden ladder clings to the west wall, held in place with iron brackets. The ladder descends 12 feet to a hall made of Morton stone, lit and heated by 4 sputtering torches. Extending from the east end of the hall is a water-filled cistern. A small rowboat is tied off near the water's edge. As you guys see, small rowboat here. It seems to be, decent rowboat. Doesn't look like it's gonna break on you at any moment, but yeah. You guys notice up here it is very. This whole room is already really cold, but up here especially too.
How many people can fit in the boat? Roughly.
2 medium-sized creatures at a time, and I think you're all medium.
Alright, I'm gonna step into the boat.
All right.
I'm gonna step into the boat.
All right. Roxy and Sorrin step in. So, you guys look about you in this kind of water-filled area. These stone steps descend into the icy water that partially floods this 20-foot wide arch tunnel, which continues eastward into darkness. The roof arches 12 feet above the water, which is 8 feet deep. The rowboat tethered at the water's edge looks safe to use, as you both feel as you get on. Vars, as you step forward, you find the cold storage room, seeing 4 sheet-wrapped bodies lying side by side. Sheet taken off though because Sorrin came here earlier and found out they were just more dead cultists. Alright. So, I'm assuming for the most part then that Sorrin and Roxy are going to take off.
Yeah. Can we see the like this?
Yeah.
Just the indent or whatever?
So yeah, you guys see 2 passageways, one here, one there, and it's essentially like a wall that goes all the way down. So you guys begin to row, and I'm assuming you stop here first.
Yeah, I mean, that's alright.
Alright, so you 2 can get off there as I will reveal this room. So, you guys find another storage room. See a rat kind of skittling about, but in this room there appears to be a lot of grain, like 4 or 5 sacks of grain.
I'm hard considering trying to make this rat my friend. Very hard considering.
He's just currently nibbling at some of the grain that's leaking out of one of the sacks.
Grain.
Yep.
This is probably where they kept all the food from the pan.
Yeah. Well, good thing it doesn't look like it's all been used yet.
How much grain is here?
So about 5 sacks worth. If you're asking me to convert that into like population-wise, gonna be kind of rough because I'm not a grain expert, but I would say it would be enough at least to help feed the town. This isn't like a crazy big town as you're kind of aware of now. Like population at most is like 100 people.
How heavy is the grain?
It's kind of heavy, but if you're strong enough, you can try and lift a sack up.
Okay, no, that's fine. This is great. Nice guy.
You guys get back in the boat. Nayala, and you guys can kind of just follow the arrows because I can't move that boat, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Nayala and Correth watch you guys as you sail across. Nayala and Correth, you both have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I have dark vision.
As a half-orc, I know you do. I don't think Goliaths do.
Superior dark vision.
That's why you can see just about everything in here. I'm looking it up right now.
This is what you call darkness.
I don't think I do.
Okay. So, now you're having trouble kind of seeing ahead further up, given how, the lights kind of get dimmer as it goes across.
Uh-huh.
Correth, you can see decently kind of well up here. The usual. You've noticed the 2 ways you can go. You 2, Balthazar, you have dark vision, and Vars, I'm assuming, is just chilling in the cold storage.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what, Sorrin, Roxy, what do you do next?
I guess we go to the next, this one.
Alright. So, you guys come into this room, so you guys can put yourself there. So, as you guys move the boat over here, which I will highlight with this arrow tilt thing I can do.
Perfect.
You guys find a weird looking statue here at the end. You know, frost covers the floor of this dark 15-foot square room. To your left and right are narrow tunnels. And across from the entrance stands an 8-foot tall pillar of ice, with a horned, pale-skinned humanoid figure trapped inside of it. Or not trapped inside it. The pillar is wrapped in black chains, and the wall behind it is covered with brown fungus. So it's a funky-ass looking statue you guys have just kind of found right at the edge of this thing. See if I can
This is
use...
a funky ass looking statue.
Here, let me see if there's a token I can use for this. And we'll use this. We'll use this poor sucker as a token. Yeah. Actually, I'll have the two of you roll me religion checks as you stare at this thing.
Got it.
Wait.
5,
Oh.
2.
Hey.
Alright. You have no
Um,
idea what this is or what it's for, but there's just a funky ass statue in here. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, this person looks funny, and just keep walking, and I'm gonna look down this hallway.
Yeah, there's 2 hallways, one to your left and one to your right. Alright. You will go that way. Let me reveal that. Alley-oop. So, you come into a room, like open the door. Doesn't seem to be much here except like a big iron lever.
Well, hold on, let me. Where is the lever at?
Like
right in.
right in the middle.
Oh, like in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just...
Was this right here like a gate or anything? Or was it just like an open hallway?
Since you have superior dark vision, you could tell that this part of the wall did look different from the rest of it.
Okay. Alright. Well, since that's just a lever, I'm gonna, I guess, just turn around and look down here.
Alright. So, wait, who's going first, Roxy or,
I'll go
Lauren?
first this time.
Yeah.
Alright. Roxy, you open the door, and...
Ooh, the change in music.
Yeah. You open the door, and
What?
you see the rooms, the private quarters of an albino tiefling who sits at a small desk in the dark, writing in the book with... Actually, wait, this music's too soon, but, yeah, writing in the book with white letter covers. An ink black crow perches on one of her horns and seems to read along with her screaming. As she kind of pipes up and looks at you all, and you also, the two of you see this figure. Not pictured are her stone buddies.
Oh. Cool.
Alright, anyways, now time for actual music. She looks up and is like, "Who are you two?"
Howdy. Who are we?
I don't, we're new recruits for the call.
Roll me a deception check with disadvantage.
Oh boy, great.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
She stands up and is like,
good job.
"Well, clearly lying isn't your strong suit."
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh.
Funny. I thought I would have heard about this if more people were coming in. Tell me then, if the two of you are down here, what has happened to Kadroth?
I'm gonna look at Roxy and look back at this new figure.
I don't know what to say. I'm fucking out of ideas.
Well, she's just looking at you. Well,
I'm
Come
just
on.
gonna alright, I'm just gonna shrug my shoulders and say, I punched his head off.
the Kadroth is dead then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh well.
What are you doing here?
I just needed a place to stay. It's a long story, but I don't know if it's something I really want to get into right now. As she kind of steps forward towards the two of you.
I'm going to step back.
I'm also gonna step back, and I mean, we have some time, you know. You don't have to. You don't have to get. You know, we have some time. You can tell us the story.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, we don't need the whole life story right now.
Alright. I'll have Roxy with advantage because Sorrin's helping out. Persuasion check.
okay, I can persuade.
16. Okay, let me roll for her. Alright. Still holding the staff out in front of her. Oh, well, I mean, it's a simple story, you know. Get assigned to come out here with other members of the Brotherhood. But, you know, everybody gets annoyed with one each other, pish-posh and whatnot. And of course, then my patron tells me to deal with other matters, which led me here. Of course, I will say, I guess I should be somewhat thankful, I guess? And she's kind of, maybe not thankful, but Kadroth was an okay host, but he just worshipped the wrong person, though. As she kind of, like, steps forward a bit more.
I'm going to step back that way, and I'm going to say, and who do you worship?
Well, unlike the followers of Levistus, as she points towards the funky-ass looking statue, I worship another Archduke, more powerful than him. Someone who is really great. Yes?
Is that Levistus? That's that?
I mean, that's supposed to be like some sort of like mockery they put together. Just one of those religious sites where you go sit down and pray.
Oh, I thought, okay. Cool.
And, Drought, why are you backing up so hurriedly? Do I have something on my face as she starts to begin to kind of touch your face? Or are you just shy to see me?
You know, people really aren't my thing. And I mean, I'm not too open to strangers.
Oh, you're a believer.
I'm sure you can understand.
Yeah, I understand. You're a big believer in stranger danger, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good rule of thumb, especially out in places where I'm unfamiliar.
What about you, girly? I'm assuming the Drow is not a resident of these 10 towns. But how do you feel about strangers?
Well, I do like new friends, but I don't know.
Well,
I mean, do you want to be friends?
oh,
Yeah, we could be friends, right? Yeah.
I can just picture it now then. Me and you, She kind of looks at you quizzically.
Oh,
What
I'm
are you
Roxy.
exact? Roxy. Roxy the whatever, I guess, but, oh, I can just picture it now, Roxy. Two of us staying up late at night, doing each other's hair, telling stories about girls and boys we like, you know, and, you know, playing with our stuffed animals. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Well, I mean, kinda.
She kind of like smirks at that and is like, just kinda. That's a shame, Roxy, because kinda isn't good enough.
Oh.
Tell me, Roxy, your drow friend there, he may be a firm believer in stranger danger, but, is he also a firm believer of stretching before you go swimming? I need you to make me a strength saving throw, Sorrin.
Oh. Strength saving?
Yes.
Oh, man.
As she says that,
buddy.
Roxy, you notice as right from behind, a giant blue hand just pops into existence and just grabs Sorrin and throws him like 30 feet away.
Ah!
And Correth and Balthazar, you guys see
Well,
us.
isn't the boat there?
Well, he flies over the boat and into the water.
Oh shit.
Sorrin, when you get into the water, it is fucking freezing as hell.
Yeah.
I need you to make me a con saving throw as you fall in, or as you drone in. 3.
Oh, man.
All right, you now have 1 point of exhaustion as your body begins to immediately tense up by how cold it is. And
Okay.
All right. So, 1 moment.
I'm just gonna start screaming, help! Help!
All right. Avarice looks to you, Roxy. He's like, oh, your poor friend. Shame about him. Hopefully the ghouls in the water don't get him.
Huh?
As roll me a perception check, Sorrin, as you're
Oh.
as you're in the water.
Okay, so something I'm supposed to be good at.
11. That is actually good enough. You only need a 10 to pass. As you fall in the water, you notice that there is something at the bottom. A lot of maybe 5 or 6 people wearing like nice armor with like the symbol of Caer-Dineval on it, but their bodies look pretty much like they're dead. And as they all kind of like, as you fall and they look up, you can just hear in your mind, Sorrin, join us, Sorrin! Join us here at the bottom!
Okay, I'm gonna say to her, hey, listen, you seem like a nice person, but it wasn't very, you seem like a fine person, but it wasn't very nice to do that to my friend there. I gotta go save them, bye. And I'll dash off. And I
Alright.
jump into the boat. And
Okay.
I paddle it a little bit over to Sorn, and then I try and pull them out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll reach for the her hand, I guess, and try to get pulled up.
I'll have Roxy roll me an athletics check to yank Sorrin up on the boat. Correth, Balthazar, Nayala, do you guys do anything during all this, or are you just...
Yeah. Oh, real quick, this frost on the side of the hallway, is that like stable? Can I stand on that?
You're not 100% certain. You can certainly try.
Before he does that, can I like cast Ray of Frost to maybe freeze more of the water over?
You can
So that
definitely...
there would be a walkway?
You definitely can do that.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so, with a 13, Roxy, you're able to yank Sorrin up onto the boat. He is cold to the touch and currently drenched.
Thanks.
Alright.
Yeah,
So- Mhm.
Go ahead.
No, you first, Roxy.
No, I'm going to light a
Oh,
torch.
don't mind that.
I'm gonna light one of my torches so like, they can get some amount of heat.
Alright, so... Correth, you begin to Ray of Frost part of the pathway up to try and get over there. And Balthazar begins to run on it. Balthazar, roll me an acrobatics check to just kind of be light on your feet as you kind of... You can tell that this... It does kind of provide a pathway, but it's not like a stable pathway. So,
Alright.
so
How
you can-
far along the path does it get? Does the ice get?
Can you click Ray of Frost for me, Correth? Thank you. 60 feet. So basically, you Ray of Frost right up to the boat, Correth. As Balthazar begins to
I see.
walk across it.
I'm gonna look down into the river, and I'm gonna say, "There's something in the water. Something was trying to pull my attention towards it."
Avarice is just kind of chuckling as she kind of walks up. There's something in the water. Oh, you drow. So funny. Alright.
I'm gonna throw a dart at her.
Alright, give me a roll to hit. Oh, is the music not? Oh, it is. A 17 does hit.
So I don't actually know what exhaustion does, and I don't see anywhere on my sheet to apply it, so I don't really.
Alright, so the first level exhaustion is only your speed has been cut in half essentially though.
Okay.
It's at second and third level where your rolls start actually getting like affected, but a 17 will hit. As
Okay, cool.
you throw a dart at Avarice and it does hit her. For 6 piercing. I'll make a note of that. Did
Like
you just
right when she starts stepping down the hallway, I just fling it right at her.
Ow! That hurts.
That's only a taste. If you step any closer.
Hey, listen, hey, listen. We don't have to fight here. You know, come on, like.
Alright. Balthazar, you've run up to this point and you see Avarice, and she's just kind of like hands against the wall, kind of like sticking her head in, just kind of like chuckling a bit at the two of them.
Alright. I'm gonna step in between, like on the ice. That's not the motion thing. Like in the ice between the boat and them, just to cut them off and go into rage.
Oh, I think you used up all of your rages. Oh wait, you got another
No,
one.
I think I had one more rage. I don't know if they come back with the level up, but I had at least one more rage last time.
That's right. Alright. Alright, you get into a rage as you just scream right in front of her face.
And then I don't know if I can attack right now or if I need to roll initiative.
I will let you attack. This is like a pseudo combat, so
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go into attack.
21.
Alright. Oh wait, sorry, wrong thing.
Yeah. For 12, or not 14.
Yeah, 14 damage.
Alright. So you run up, you just cleave her like right in the chest. And rather than kind of chuckling, she's like, "Back off, simpleton." Snaps her fingers. And let me just do this. Roxy and Sorrin, you watch as Balthazar just disappears.
Oh shit, okay.
Oh,
Oh god, why do you people always have to ruin the fun like that? She actually kind of stops at that point, kind of like that actually did do some actual damage to her, as you can kind of tell. Oh, here I was having fun, and oh, more of you, huh? As she looks down, seeing Correth doing more Ray of Frost to kind of create a passageway for Vars and Nayala. Ugh, enough of this. Alright, you guys have been fun. I'm gonna go now. And always remember, Mephistopheles is great. And as she smiles and says that, her body turns to pure ice and then shatters into 1,000 pieces. As you see the crow behind her flying up, it goes, "Squawk! Mephistopheles sure is great!" And same thing as before. Balthazar.
Yeah, what am I saying?
After hitting her, you found yourself in this very, like, basically like an icy mountaintop. It is freezing as, like, you never experienced cold like this before. And all you can see around you is just a giant black tower, like, peering out into the sky. You take 4 points of cold damage, Balthazar, as...
Oh my god.
As, just as suddenly as you entered here, you, my friend, reappear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you catch yourself right on the edge right there, not landing into the water. And
oh
like,
my god.
Like that, Avarice has, just a leaf.
Hey, you good there, Balthazar?
I felt the coldest I've ever felt on top of a mountain. I don't know what just happened. There was a black tower in the distance.
Huh. That's weird, huh?
I wasted a rage again.
It,
Oh, no! No! Oh.
to be fair, you actually,
That is the thing I'm most broken up about.
I will be not. To be fair, you did like legit damage to her, like enough where she couldn't just like wince it away.
Do you think, wait, does it say rage gets back at a short or long rest, or is it just a long rest?
I'd have to
It's
pull.
long rest.
Yeah, I'd have to pull up the book, but I guess yeah, it is long
I
rest.
checked earlier, but it's long rest.
All right, but
I'm gonna continue Ray of Frosting just so that the entire like water is frozen, and it's frozen enough so that it's like safe enough to walk on.
okay, that will that will take some time. To make it just walkable with a straight up acrobatics check, that could be done relatively quickly, but... Or you're just sitting there kind of just pouring a ray of frost away. I thought all of you had seen Avarice at that point when she stepped out, kind of laughing at Roxy and Sorrin. Sorrin is currently drenched and his clothes are wet, kind of freezing cold. Balthazar has something kind of different, like, he looks pretty, like, hit from the cold too, but more or less that kind of ice was, like, starting to build up on his face and whatnot.
Like it's in my beard and stuff?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna crawl to the corner, I think, for right now.
You're not as you don't have exhaustion like Sorrin, but you definitely felt the cold there.
Yeah.
All right, Roxy, Sorrin, you two do anything else?
I mean, I'm just holding up the torch.
Yeah,
I'm just warming them up.
I'm just kind of rubbing my hands together in front of this torch, like, please help.
All right, after about 20 minutes, or do you make a passageway that is decent enough to walk across? Don't do anything crazy on it, but the three of you can start walking on over.
Alright, while that's happening, is it cool if I just pull Sorrin in to the room?
Yeah, you guys can move the boat over, and you all can. The three of you can be in here.
Yeah, just so he's not hanging out in the boat in the freezing water.
Yeah. Here, I'll just make a. Just to symbolize it has a passageway now. All right. So now you can move up too if you want.
Move up slowly.
Alright, so you guys find yourself back in the room with the funky ass looking statue.
Alright, so I didn't quite get what this was. Is this like a frozen person, or is it...
It's like, imagine if, like, I'm trying to create something so I can pray to my god to, essentially. Like, some sort of, like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, as Roxy and Sorrin heard from Avarice, it seems like this one was designed for Levistus, and she thought it looked kind of like shit.
Okay.
So it's like an ice sculpture, essentially? Something
Yeah,
that?
like a mannequin ice sculpture of Archduke.
Does it look special in any way, or does it just look like a shitty sculpture?
Shitty sculpture. Maybe if you worship the person it's supposed to be to give you some benefit, but probably not.
I'm gonna kick it.
Alright, you kick it. It kind of hunches, like the top half of it kind of hunches over and like falls apart.
Hell yeah. Alright, that's enough.
Alright. So, guys back in here, Avarice's room to the left, lever to the right.
I guess we go pull that lever.
I'm pulling levers. I'm down to pull levers.
Alright, Balthazar and Roxy, you two pull the lever, and Correth, as you're walking across, you see as this little passageway actually opens up into an actual room.
Keep that ray of frost going.
Alright, you keep that ray of frost going. You see there is one door right here.
I'll come out and start walking with you.
Alright, you're moving a lot slower than you usually are, Sorrin, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Alright, eventually, after 10 minutes, it is walkable enough to get through.
I'm just gonna like... Is the door open?
The door is unlocked.
I'll peek inside.
Alright. You peek inside as you see down this tunnel 5 people kind of huddled up close together. You hear one of them shout, "Oh god, no! They're back, we're all gonna die!"
I take it you guys are the servants of this domain?
Don't you already know that, you damn monster?
I look at myself.
That's not very nice.
I look at
Come
myself.
on.
Damn.
Hey, that's not very nice.
Yeah, that was kind of a...
Well, they can't see you. They're in like
Well,
a...
I come up with the torch now. I have the torch.
Alright, it's like... Someone else was... Wait. It's not her or him. It's someone else. Oh god, they got someone else to do the dirty work now.
No.
No,
They're all gone or dead or whatever.
No.
You don't have to worry about anything anymore.
Alright, persuasion check with advantage, Correth. These guys have been through a lot. 24. I don't even know why I'm rolling. Yeah, someone's finally come to save us after all this time.
We've already saved you. You're good.
Yeah.
All right. They begin to kind of walk out. The tokens don't represent all of them, but you got some old people like the butler, the notary, the translator, the housemaid, the actual dog keeper. Funny enough, but yeah, they all look to you. So it's safe. They're all gone. We can go back up.
Yeah, just one at a time. Just walk across the ice. It could, just don't do anything crazy.
Okay. And oops, that's not what I wanted to do. They all begin to walk across the ice as you guys lead them upstairs. All right. You guys are able to get them all out in a relatively quick amount of time. They head up to the top. They are very hungry and kind of bruised up. Luckily, the chef, who was not kept downstairs, because as you mentioned to Correth before, the fact that he could actually cook was the reason why they didn't lock him down there. He, begins to kind of cook them a meal. Coming downstairs, Denver, Alassar, and the speaker. He's like, my servants! My lovely servants! You did it all! You did it!
Yep.
Yep. That's, yep.
And
Yay.
yeah. Alright, now servants, Crannoc begins to speak up. Once you're done eating, go get the food from downstairs, assuming there is some. Let us go open the gate and have a nice old-fashioned Caer-Dineval party. As you guys are essentially kind of chilled there for the time being, gates are open.
Chill.
Yes.
Because it's cold outside.
Yeah. The gates are open, and someone goes out to the townsfolk to let them know kind of what's going on. Sorrin, Speaker Crannoc is kind enough to give you one of his nightgowns essentially to wear because your clothes are sopping wet, and being out in the cold and wet clothes is one of the worst feelings you could ever imagine. So, do you take it?
Yeah.
I was asking,
Sorry.
Sorrin, yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you lay your clothes out to dry, you put on the nightgown, which kind of looks like you're about to go to bed, but it is
yeah,
what
but
it is.
is it silk?
Yeah, it's pretty nice, actually.
Ah.
Crannoc
Does he
lives-
have one of those caps?
Oh, no.
Scrooge?
He was wearing the
Yeah.
Scrooge cap when you guys saw him.
Yeah.
This man lives it up in this castle.
So wait. So the feast isn't tonight, right?
No. It's you guys showed up. Remember, 9, 10 in the morning, stayed for lunch, and spent the past few hours into the afternoon dealing with all of this. And now, come nighttime, 7, 8 o'clock at night, assuming none of you go to bed at that time, the townsfolk start pouring in and start having a nice time. The barkeep from Uphill Climb comes up. He brings some of those, pour beer, those ale bottles you guys bought for him. And, he only gives them to the people who have earned them. Mainly Vars. Crannoc has some wine, too, he has stored up. You guys kind of all sit at the table as you're all kind of chatting and relaxing. Is there anything you want to do first?
Yeah, I'm gonna. How many beer bottles did Vars get, or ales, or whatever?
Vars got 2 because their stock is very, very limited. But frankly, Vars should have only gotten 1, but he got 2 because he.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "You mind sharing the other one?"
Una?
The silence is deafening.
But
Yeah.
just does not reply.
Yeah, I guess she just does not reply.
Fair enough. So then I'll look at the.
Sorry.
You were
After-
just
after
idly staring
very-
off there for a little bit.
Yeah, after a very long pause and another sip, I'm like, sure, take one.
Great. And I'll take it and I'll motion it to like clank or whatever.
All right.
And I'll return the favor.
Awesome.
All right. Okay. You know, I don't know if you have anything major you want to do. Now you get like nice treatment. Get more goat to eat if you want to eat more goat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Now I want you to roll me a history check with advantage.
History.
17. As you're sitting there eating the goat, you just remember in your mind for a moment, oh fuck, what happened to that Huarwar kid?
Oh yeah.
Who?
The kid that I locked in his room.
Oh yeah, the poser.
Wonder if it's still locked.
Hmm.
You gonna check on that?
I'm taking a sip of the ale.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm drinking my wine that I had from last night.
Yeah, I'll walk upstairs.
Alright.
Check on it. If anybody wants to join me.
Yeah, I'll follow
I'll-
in my silk robe.
Hell,
and
Alright. Balthazar,
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too. Just
Balthazar, Sorrin, and Nayala. They walk up. Sorrin, Balthazar, you kind of both recognize that Nayala's way of locking the door meant just taking the doorknob off. As the fact that the door swings open very easily as you come up, and Huarwar is nowhere to be found.
well,
that's not how doors lock.
if you don't have a knob, the door can't open.
No, if you don't have a knob, then there's nothing holding the door closed.
Yep.
Whatever. Kid was kind of shit anyway.
I'm gonna
What's
look
he gonna
around the
do
room.
without?
see if I can find any like traces of cracks or anything.
Is the cat still there?
The cat is gone. And I guess you can roll me one survival check, Soren. 14. You kind of look around, you know, like it seems like from like maybe like a piece of cat hair you find kind of lying on like the staircase. He seems to have left the room, went downstairs, but then you kind of lose the trail because there's a crowd of people in the Great Hall, so, and you have no idea what time any of this happened to, so, oh well. Yeah, 14 ain't good
Yeah,
enough.
whatever. Kid was kind of a shit. He's not gonna do much.
Yeah, it definitely won't come back to bite us or anything.
Yeah, probably not.
Alright. Roxy,
Yes.
during this time, because I feel like this is something your character would request, the dogs are let out of their kennel for a moment, and you can play with them.
Yay! I get puppy.
Mm-hmm. Vars is drinking. Correth, you know, this seems nice and all that, but you know, some of this still feels a bit odd to you. Like, you know, given everything that's happened, like, you're not really sure how to take this.
Yeah. I just kind of sit there for a second. I see everything that's happening, and I see Roxy playing with the dogs, and I go over to play with the dogs as well.
Roll me in animal handling, Correth. 18. The dogs like you, so you're fine. You know, they come up and play with you too. Alright, so during the night, I'll say Hlyn comes up to Vars, who's currently drinking. She's kind of like, huh, some party here. Didn't expect that. Anyways,
It's more than I expected.
so we can go tomorrow morning, right?
I don't see why not. What's the rush, though?
Capturing a cold-hearted killer?
Yeah, that. I almost forgot about it. I'll take another sip of my drink.
It's been an eventful day.
Yeah, she like kind of rolls her eyes at Vars, but then pulls out her own wine sack and just starts drinking too. Balthazar. As you're kind of relaxing, Alassar, the Kennel boy comes up. Mr. Balthazar.
Yeah, what's up, kid?
I got some good news. Given the help I gave, given the fact that I was able to help you guys by, telling you about some of the stuff, and given the fact the dogs like me, I'm now being made official Kennel boy.
Ooh,
so
awesome.
Yeah, so Speaker.
And then I assume they're going to feed you now?
Yeah, Speaker. I'm getting both food and a bed now, indoors too.
Oh, good for you, kid. I'm so proud of you. And I ruffle his hair and I give him a little drink of wine.
Okay.
Really moving up in the world.
Just a sip. Yeah,
right,
moving up from imprisoned Kennel boy to employed Kennel boy. That's movement.
Yeah. So yeah, he takes a sip and he's like, "Oh wow, that's some powerful stuff."
Yeah.
Can I have more?
Absolutely.
Okay. Alright.
I'm not gonna get him
What
fucked
a
up.
good
Alright.
He's what?
Like, he's like 10 from what you can tell.
Okay. Yeah, that's... I give him a few sips. He's not like a half a glass.
Alright.
Oh god. Fuck.
Alright, lucky for you, this boy has high constitution. And he powers it like...
That Constitution boy.
Yeah.
They should call him Constitution boy.
Alright. And then, unless there's anything else somebody wants to do, at one point during the night, Speaker Crannoc Siever kind of stops, like, claps his hands. I don't have a glass on me, otherwise I would make the clinking noise.
Hold on, I have 2 glasses right here.
Do it. Perfect. Attention, everybody. Thanks to the good work these fine adventurers were able to pull off, and after some negotiations with Mr. Denver Harpell, as Denver kind of steps up, I'm proud to award them my sigil, showing that they will always be guests and honored heroes of Caer-Dineval, as he stamps the paper on one of the 10 slots that Denver has. And Denver's just kind of like, yes. He was happy about it. As, yep.
Imagine it's like a New Hope, the medal ceremony at the end.
Yeah. Instead of medals, it's one stamp,
Yeah.
As people kind of start to cheer, the speaker looks to all of you. Now, I do hope that these fine folks can maybe get the ferry from East Haven running again, so nobody has to starve. But, that's a whole other story. We're here to party! As he just kind of starts, gets on the dance floor and starts dancing. Denver does go up to all of you. Alright, 1 down, 4 to go. And, some good news, the speaker said we can stay here for the night. He has extra room extra room in the guard towers. You all said you needed to go where next exactly after this?
Where was it that... I forget what the other place on the map was.
Okay, Hlyn, Hlyn, a little bit exacerbated, pulls up the map, and she's just like, we are here. We are here. We go there.
Okay.
Simple. Oh, East Haven. We're going.
Yes, we're going to East Haven.
All right, East Haven it is. And I'll put the map away.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'll have. Actually, I'll make the roll. I'll make someone do that later. So, unless there's anything else you guys want to do right now.
I'm cutting a rug on the dance floor now that I got some alcohol on me.
Alright, roll me a performance check.
Ooh.
Cool.
Performance.
16. Yeah, Balthazar's busting a move. People like what he's got. Alright. Now assuming no one else has anything else they want to do.
No. I'm good.
Alright. You guys all party winds down. And you guys will all go up to rest for the night. Luckily for sorry, someone typed something in chat. That was pretty funny. You all rest for the night. Long rest, in fact, too. As you guys get ready to go in the morning. Yep. Correth. Correth?
Yes.
During your trance... usually during your trances, you don't see much or really feel much other than just kind of a lightness. This is different. You kind of find yourself as you concentrate in a forest, a silver forest no less. You may have been here once before, back in the Feywild. Is in this forest where a certain court meets up. You hear a voice kind of call out to you. Correth.
Yes.
Hello, Correth.
Hello.
Me and the members of the Sealy Courts would like to thank you for being here tonight.
I thank you for having me.
Correth, the land you find yourself in, a great evil is afoot. What do you know about it?
I know that... I know there is some evil. I don't know if it is great, but...
Well, there's always evil in the world. But in that part of the world, there's an evil that's rising up that some would call great. You saw someone recently. Is that correct? Someone that seemed nefarious?
Would you be talking about the white-skinned tiefling?
Yes. Tell me, Correth, why did you not strike her down then? What kept you from doing so?
My own inability of reacting.
That is fair. You spent so much time in this place. But because of this land and its peaceful ways towards its inhabitants, those who come naturally from here, we're not always the most skilled. But others are different. They go out into the world and become ever more powerful. There's a long pause after that, but then the voice speaks up again. Correth, if you truly wish to make a name for yourself and earn your place here, you will need to defeat that great evil. And from what we can tell, from what you can tell, you can only start that process by defeating the tiefling. The one they call avarice.
It will be done. But could I ask something?
You may ask one question.
I saw a seer very short time before seeing Avarice, and she talked of a heart of a red dragon being used. Does Avarice and whoever's going to use this have any correlation
There's a short pause, but then you hear the voice. There is no connection between the Red Dragon's heart and avarice from what we have seen. Like we have said, Correth, there's always evil in parts of the world. Just a question of which will become the greatest. You be cautious though, because there may be more at play here than just the tiefling.
Thank you. And I do a little bow.
Alright. And as you bow, the scene kind of shifts and your trance kind of goes back into like a little bit of this kind of floating kind of on the void a bit. And eventually you wake up along with everybody else. Sorrin, funny enough, this time today, you know, Correth actually transferred like a full 8 hours rather than just like the usual 4 that you do. So you were actually up the earliest out of everybody.
Okay.
Alright.
And sign us up early?
Yeah, but you know, unless there's anything you really want to do,
Nah, not really.
Alright. So people get up. Denver gets his caravan pulled up. Lynn gets hers. Well, it's essentially the one you guys took from Icewind a while back. Not Torga. Lynn is like, this will take about, I would say, but 4 or 5 hours, so it shouldn't be too bad. And there's technically 8 of you. There's actually 8 of you, including Denver. 5 can fit on to the one you guys got, and about 3, maybe 4 people onto Denver's. Denver's is a lot nicer, like carriage-wise, but it's a bit smaller. All right, Denver. All right, everybody ready to go? Roxy, you ready?
Yeah. I'm gonna be driving.
Alright. Sorrin, you ready?
Yeah.
Nayala?
Yeah, let's go.
Vars?
Aye.
Are you ready, Correth?
Yes, but while everyone's here, I'd like to say that I don't think that'll be the last time we'll be seeing Avarice. And I think there's a lot more to her than meets the eye.
Alright, yeah, Denver raises an eyebrow.
I'm also ready.
Yeah, Balthazar, why don't you ride with me?
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. And, so who's riding, Denver's driving his caravan, Roxy's driving the other one. Who's riding with who?
I guess I'm with
Roxy's.
I guess I'm with Denver. Before we go, I do want to tell the speaker to take care of the kid.
Alright, you go up to the speaker and you tell him what?
Just like I go to shake his hand and then I get like real close into his ear and be like, "Hey, if anything happens to that kid, I'm coming back here."
Okay. Roll me an intimidation check.
Alright, hold on. My thing got minimized.
That's fine.
Look at this dad. Big dad energy.
That is big. Yeah, on a 16, he's like, "Oh, yes, of course. You will get the finest bed and food we can scrounge up. But do remember, sir, our food supply is kind of limited, given no ferry from East Haven and no goods from there. So I'll do my best. Yeah, and maybe you can do what you can to see if you can help resolve that situation."
I'll see about it. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can.
All right, yeah.
I clap him on the shoulder, and then I go give the kid a head scratch, and I get in the carriage.
And the speaker definitely does do that because a little bit scared of you. So, all right. So, yeah, Roxy.
I just love how you're just a dad now, and you've adopted this child.
Yeah. All right. So
good.
He was there. He needed help.
All right. Flynn will ride with Roxy in the back. I still need to figure out who's riding with who.
I'll ride with Roxy.
All right.
Okay. I ride with whoever wants to ride.
I'm good with whoever.
Nayala?
I'll ride with Denver, is his name? Right?
Yeah, it's
I ride
Denver.
with Vars then.
All right. So speed this along, since some of you seem like whatever. It's Denver, Balthazar, Nayala, and we'll put Sorrin on with Denver, and then everybody else: Vars, Correth, Roxy, and Flynn. And is there anyone else I'm forgetting? I don't think so. Orion Roxy's. Okay. So, you guys begin to take off. Roxy, roll me animal handling.
Wow, this is. I already rolled a natural 20 in animal handling.
5. Alright. Denver has a good feel of how to do this. Roxy, the dogs are just kind of like sleepy and tired. They're kind of like, you get the sense they don't want to go just yet.
I can't move these puppies.
Alright, Flynn, on the other hand.
They're so tired.
Alright, with a 17, Flynn, on the other hand, kind of, grabs like one of the mushes from your hand and just kind of cha, and they get up and start moving.
Oh, you have to wake up the puppy.
Wait, this is the music I chose for traveling? Alright, it's fine by me. Alright.
Heck yeah.
You guys,
I dig it.
Yeah. You guys begin to make your way out of Caer-Dineval and towards East Haven, going... I'll pull up the map, the bad map again. Going south down along the path. You see the coast, Lake Dinishar off to the side. A lot more trees and tundra to the left. Or actually would it be the right, assuming the way you guys are going down. I'll just, alley... Oop. It's a pretty chill ride. Yeah. So, when you guys got to Caer-Dineval, you usually had to either ride in the back of a Caer-Dat or like kind of trek your way up. Walking takes a solid good while, though, let me tell you. Like, with a caravan, you cut the travel distance in half. So, about 2 hours into your journey, I will have everybody but Roxy, because Roxy is driving, making a perception check.
Well, wouldn't I be wouldn't I be the most perceptive because I am driving?
Well, no, you're focusing on the road. Unless, I don't know how you drive, Vivian, but, okay, I know the sense of, like, when you actually drive, there's, like, a sense of, like, keeping your eyes all around you, but you're also just trying to make sure the dogs don't get too crazy.
That is fair. That is. This isn't a car. These are dogs.
Yeah. As you guys head down, Correth and Sorrin are actually the only two out on the lake. Given that it's frozen at parts, and seems like you could actually walk across it. You do see a polar bear kind of just chilling on it. Seems to dunk its head in every now and then into one of the holes in the lake to try and get a fish.
Cute.
Alright. So, as you continue on down, Balthazar.
Yes.
Denver kind of just pipes up to you. Tell me, my boy. Well, I don't know about boy. I think we're actually around the same. I'm slightly older than you, so I don't know why I'm calling you boy. But yeah, but
I pictured you as an old man. I don't know why.
Denver is like Denver's late 20s, early 30s.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was picturing him as an old man.
That's so old.
I say this out loud to him.
To be fair, Denver has
I like the
a...
idea of
Yeah?
but I like the idea of him just calling anyone who is the slightest bit younger than boy.
Well, anyways, Balthazar,
You a
Gotta
young
s-
man.
I gotta say, you did good work back there, especially with the kid.
Yeah, thank you. I don't like it. I don't like bullies.
That's good. I mean, hopefully he'll be fine, especially without any parents, though. Boy sometimes needs his father, but that's not always the case.
Yeah, I think he'll be well taken care of in the keep.
And then also, since Correth is on the same ride as Denver, Correth kind of shouts out, "By the way, Correth, you mentioned the avarice person who you saw downstairs. Is that correct?" I don't think Correth can hear me through all the mushing, so
Yeah. Sorry.
did you say anything to her, or did you just get into a fight with her?
Who is this talking to me?
Denver.
Sorry?
Denver.
I'm on the other cart.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
thought. Oh wait, I thought Correth was with Denver. Not okay. Soren is
Yeah.
with Denver.
That's why I was confused.
No,
Sorry.
I'm with Vars. Soren is with Vars.
He's yelling to the next code up.
Oh,
Okay, no. Okay, okay. Denver's driving one with Balthazar and Nayala on it. Is there anybody else on that one, or is it just the three of them?
Correth is also there.
I'll be wherever the narrative says I need to be.
So Correth, no. Denver is talking to you, Correth, and you are on the same cart as Correth. As Denver. Why am I saying Correth so many times now? I thought I had this right. I will go through the VOD and confirm that I feel like I said you were on this one.
No, you
I think
said
you
it
meant
was
Sorrin.
it was me, Balthazar, and Sorrin.
Okay, it's Soren. That is also...
I'll be there.
Yeah, Soren is fine. I don't know why I called you Chorus, Soren. I honestly, two elves. He's kind of
This
just
is
like,
what happens
wow.
when you fucking have names that are super similar.
And you're both playing like full-on elves too, even though you're like different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your snakes are also identical.
Oh my god, they
Yeah.
kind of are.
They are identical. They're just different colors.
It's the opposites sort of.
Yeah,
thing.
it's to drive home the opposites, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Soren,
Yeah.
tell me, this avarice person you mentioned, did she say anything, or did you just get into a fight with her?
Yeah, she mentioned that Levistus is like weaker than the person that she follows. She follows some other Archduke, yeah, she was a strong mage, so then she just pulled me into the river. I mean, the lake. I mean, whatever you call that body of water.
It was a cistern, and she threw you into it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Also, Romy, I don't know if it's like a thing you just forgot or if it's like an in-character thing, but roll me an intelligence check. 15. So, she also mentioned from what you can remember, like, she doesn't follow Levistus, she follows... The name Mephistopheles was like the thing that stood out to you. And she also mentioned that she was a part of a brotherhood too.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I said that she doesn't follow Levistus, and that and I'll just add on, she's a part of some brotherhood, and what was that the word? Mephistopheles or whatever?
Trust me, no, this is like a hard ass fucking name too. Mephistopheles. I am grabbing
That's
the
the
name, grabbing the name
Yep.
for you right now.
Yep.
I've heard that name from somewhere.
It is a name
that's
used.
not how I imagine that thing spelled.
It is a name used in fiction, and I'll have
Mephistopheles. Okay.
Denver roll a religion check. 18.
Mephistopheles is great.
Yeah. From what I can tell regarding that name, I think it's just another Archduke. 8th level of hell. Who knows? I think I'm about
Yeah.
done. I'm about done with.
I don't know much about the hells myself.
I'm about done with devils and hells. Let's just focus on something else. As he just keeps driving.
Fair enough.
Alright. After about 4.5 hours, you guys managed to pull into East Haven.
God, these are all just bops.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Let me lower that a bit. Alright.
It's a big town.
You guys go. It is. This was gonna. I was gonna make Vivian make this roll earlier, but then I decided, nah, wait till she gets to East Haven. Not Vivian. Roxy, roll me a history check to see what you can remember about East Haven, because you are a 10 Towns native.
No.
Modify 20. Roxy, your mom has taken you to the city before. It's like one of the 3 big cities of 10 Towns. So
Hell yeah.
from what you can remember, this is a big, trading port. A lot of goods pass through here. A lot of, shipping and sailing as well too, as you can see from the lake over here. Ever since the Everlasting Rime started, which is essentially the never-ending winter where it's always dark out, as I feel like a thing I should always highlight and make you guys remember, because that is not normal. But
You know, Everlasting Rhyme is the name of my first rap album.
oh my
Oh,
god.
Nice.
Anyways, from what you can
Was that
remember,
in character?
I hope it was in
That'd be really
character.
good.
From what you can remember, Roxy, East Haven seems to be doing a lot better than some of the other towns, given its size. You also know for a fact that East Haven is one of the kooky towns that gives a sacrifice to Oral in the form of a human sacrifice, though. You've heard rumors about, the lotteries being pulled up, and if your name gets called, then essentially you get, the way it's kind of done, as you've seen when you travel through Bryn Shander before, is that they essentially just strip you down naked, put you on a pole, and then stick you out in the middle of the ice cold and let you freeze to death, though. East Haven is also kind of a shady town in the fact that it's not so much crime is legal here, but this town was started by thieves, so people generally get the sense that, hey, you only live once. And I think that's probably East Haven's motto. You only live once.
YOLO.
And as you guys do head in, where is East Haven's flag? You guys do see the symbol of East Haven.
Hell
Let's see.
Alright.
Awesome.
Denver kind of pipes up to all of you. Alright, we should probably go get checked in at the inn. And then we're gonna meet the speaker. Probably should go to the town hall. And Helen, of course, is also kind of well, don't forget too, there's another reason why we're here. Someone we're searching for. But before you guys can really decide what to do next in that regard, you do see a bunch of people hustling and bustling towards a building. A big crowd is getting pulled up here. Oh, I wonder what all the hubbub is. Shall we go check it out?
Roxy's already driving towards the hubbub.
Alright.
I love hubbub.
You guys,
Hubbub, bubble.
Alright, Roxy, you pull in first and then have to kind of park at a certain point though before, you don't want to go too far.
Beep, 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 beep. That's me going in reverse, so watch out.
Yeah. You guys get out, and you see this large crowd forming as you see a building, a pretty big one actually, words on the top saying East Haven Town Hall. And in front of it you see large crowd gathered, a big pile of wood kind of put together, a large, piece of wood, a stake right in the middle of it. And you see a man in a red hat, buck naked, tied up and strapped to it. And before anything else can happen, though, you just kind of hear "Death to the Red Wizard" as he is set on fire. As you hear,
Oh.
everybody starts kind of cheering though. And I'll show you, here's the image of it.
What is this music? I'm sorry.
The music is
Burning Man.
Yeah.
It is tonally dissonant.
I mean, this man is getting lit on fire, and as he starts to scream, like, ah! Like, everybody else starts cheering, like, yeah!
I immediately looked at Roxy and say, "Is this normal?"
Roxy, this is not.
I don't.
This seems more East. You've never done this in Lonelywood. This seems a lot more East Haven-y.
It's not normal for me.
Okay, good, because I don't want to be burned at a stake.
Yeah.
What? No, I'm not. I don't. I'm not gonna. No. It's weird.
Some of the folks up kind of, you know, towards the front, people are kind of just like, yeah, fuck the Red Wizard. You know. Everybody's kind of just like hooting and hollering. There's a lot more alcohol here, as you can clearly tell. Some people have it out, watching this man be burned to death. Denver,
I'm gonna nudge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nudge Denver and ask him like if he knows what's going on. What this is.
Denver, he's looking at this with complete shock as he's just kind of like, roll me an insight check, Balthazar.
Alright.
8. Alright, you can't really tell how he feels. He's just kind of in shock right now.
That's his brother.
So,
Oh, that's
wow. Alright,
that'd be gruesome.
yeah. So some of the townsfolk are just kind of like, you know, they're seeming to have a good time, you know, watching this man be burned alive. You know, one of the guy, like a drunkard, comes up to you, human male, up to you, Vars, and he's just kind of like, oh, that bastard got what he deserved, didn't he?
What exactly did he do to deserve that?
Why, I heard he killed a group of adventurers out in the wild. Simple adventurers minding their own business, and he just happened to kill them. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
But then- yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Then another drunkard comes up and is like, No. He didn't kill adventurers. He killed the fishermen. He lured them to their death. And he's like,
Oh, great.
he's like,
This
and then-
guy died because of rumor.
but then I was like, no.
Great.
I heard he was the cold-hearted killer. I bet he's the asshole who killed Sam a few days ago. Shit, whatever happened to me, nobody ever found him.
Did you say something about a cold-hearted killer?
Yeah, the cold-hearted killer. He was in town, and he killed someone. And now he's burning. But then the nigga's like, no, he ain't the cold-hearted killer. That's just a myth. He killed those adventurers up north. And then they're all kind of just arguing with each other about why the man is being burned.
These are all great yarns you have here, but do any of y'all have a drink you can share with me?
They look to you. Not right now, good sir, but you want to get your pecker wet? I think that's the wrong term for that, but you gotta go to the wet.
Your dick wet, yeah.
You gotta go to the wet trout to get a good. If you want a good drink, go to the wet trout.
The wet trout also sounds dirty.
I hope it's not also a brothel, but thank you.
No.
I'd like to return to the party if I can and say, yep, these people are fucking idiots.
All right. By the way,
Yeah.
Vars,
Mhm.
as you kind of, you know, take in the sight of everything, the man burning, the drunkards, people cheering, you give a little, like, you know, you're smelling something. It smells awful. Like, if you could make that SpongeBob face when SpongeBob reeks and that man, like, smells them, it's like, ooh! Like, that's kind of the face. You guys look as Vars tries to say something to you, and he just makes that face. Like he just smelled something horrible.
What could that be? It's so awful.
None of you smell this. Other than Vars.
Are we all within like pretty close range?
Yeah, you're all by each
Smell
other.
anything, buddy?
No, there's something horrendous here. I must find this.
All right. Correth.
Yes.
Oh, no, sorry. Correth and Sorrin.
Yeah.
Can the two of you make me perception checks?
Oh, there it is. I couldn't see my character. She was hidden in all the whiteness.
Alright. Out in all... Alright, 22 and 24. So... all of you, the two of you, as you're just kind of like... taking in all of this scene... you see there are two half-elves kind of near the back of the crowd, not really cheering. But what catches your eye... Correth, because you've seen this amulet before, and Sorrin, because you know what this amulet is, you see two half-elves with a black raven amulet, like, both of them wearing black raven amulets.
Hmm.
I look at Soren, and I
yeah.
nod my head in their direction.
I follow, and
Alright.
I give him like a pat on the shoulder, and I start heading towards him.
I
Alright.
follow.
They take a look at... So eventually, I'm assuming you're going to come up to talk to me.
Yeah.
Alright. They look up and they see you. They're a bit confused why two elves are approaching him, but then one of them notices the amulet you have, Sorrin. It's an amulet you're wearing, correct?
Yeah, we can say I have one, but mainly I have like a massive patch that's on my jacket.
Okay, patch. You have the patch, but they have amulets, so we're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
They look and then they immediately give you a bow, Sorrin.
I bow back.
They look to you as like, I didn't expect to see another member and so soon.
Nor did I, brothers. And I point towards Correth, and then I just kind of look at him, like give him this look, and then I kind of like lightly bow again to see if I can get him to do it.
I shall not.
Okay, he doesn't. And they look at you. Tell me, are you one of them pipes up? By the way, these two half elves. They're both about 5'10", 5'11". White hair, pointy ears, half elves. One of them was wears a pair of round glasses. The other one wears a pair of square glasses. And they're dressed pretty modestly, actually. Nothing too fancy. And
Okay.
they look to you as like, are you a new member of the Bryn Shander branch, or are you from somewhere else?
Is this them talking to me?
No, they're talking to Sorrin.
Okay.
Because they can tell Sorrin is definitely
Yeah.
a part of their order, but not you.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah, this is my first time being Icewind Dale as a whole. I'm actually looking for another brother. My mentor, actually.
They look at each other as like, if you're not from the Bryn Shander branch, then
No,
you must
sadly.
you must be one of Silas's followers then.
Yes.
They, as you try to, before they speak, you hear a man kind of woo, out in the crowd, shirt off, fucking freezing. He looks like he's in a horrible cold pain, but he's just cheering about the Red Wizard being burned. And they kind of look to you. We have our humble monasteries about a few blocks that way, and they pointed to you on the map. Come meet with us within the hour, outside of this crowd, as they kind of just gesture towards all the people.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Alright. You can come alone, or you can bring a friend, as they look to Correth. But, well, before we leave, I am Ginter, and the other one speaks up, and I am Gall.
Nice to meet you, Gunter and Gall. I am Soren Vastagen.
And I'm Correth.
Alright, they both bow, and then proceed to walk away away from the crowd. At this point, Lynn is also kind of much tired of this shit. She's like, come on. The White Lady Inn is pretty close by to where the town hall is. Let's just go. And I'm assuming you guys leave?
Yeah, I follow.
Yeah.
Alright.
Same.
You guys make it to the White Lady Inn. It's a little old, but 2-3 stories. A lot better than Uphill Climb Tavern where you were staying at last time. The woman there, the innkeeper there, human woman named kind of pops up. Ah yes, welcome to the White Lady Inn. My name is Bartaban. How may I assist you?
I mean, we're staying the night, aren't we?
Yeah. Denver 57. Oh yes. I guess I'll speak for the group. We need rooms for the night. I can take care of the fees, but we just need a place to stay. And she's like, all right, well, have you filled us out? Get you guys some keys. Denver looks to you all. You guys all cool? Bunking up again, same as before.
Fine with me.
Yeah.
Same.
I didn't hear a no, so he sets that all up. Blaine will pay for herself. As does he have any other? Oh wait, use this music. As you guys kind of like get your things settled in, go up to your rooms and put your stuff down. A halfling kind of walks up. Hey, new guest. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hanging in there?
Yeah. Name's Ronaldo. I'm what you would call a certain, expert around these parts.
Expert in what?
I'm glad you ask. Tell me, have you ever heard of strange things happening to the night? Spooky stories that none dare talk about?
My fair share.
I guess that's kind of true in this world, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too broken up about it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Well, I happen to be one of those people who deal with spooky things, and I've been looking to find some people to help me out with something. See, this inn right here, the White Lady Inn, it's named after a white lady who apparently died a while back, and knows the location of buried treasure. And I'm hoping to try and communicate with the White Lady. And to do that, I gotta perform a nice old seance. The problem is, every time I do this seance, the White Lady speaks through me, and I never hear it, and no one else is around with me, so it's basically I lose 10 minutes of I blank out for 10 minutes and nothing happens, and it's kind of annoying. But if you ever want to be part of a seance, though, want to hear what some White Lady's got to say, you know who to call.
I mean, it takes 10 minutes?
I mean, I gotta perform, I gotta get everybody together, I gotta get people together, get my thing set up. It's more or less she's talking through me for 10 minutes.
I can spare 10 minutes.
Alright. Ooh, I like you already. Let me take some time to get things ready, and if you have any friends who want to be part of a seance and want to help out, as he kind of gestures towards his hat, kind of waves a little bit, then you know what to call.
Alright. We got a lot of other stuff to deal with, but I'll keep you in mind.
I hope it's free.
Oh, thank you. I mean, performing a seance is one thing, but witnessing one, I mean, a once-in-a-lifetime event. How many seances have you been a part of?
It's a fair point. Fair point, little man.
He chuckles at that and kind of walks away. Alright, so after you guys get all of your things put together, you sit in the lounge of the White Lady Inn. This is like an it's not like a 5-star hotel, but it's like a legit hotel compared to the bar and upstairs rooms of the Uphill Climb Tavern. So it has an actual lounge. And Denver and Hling get down together with all of you. Hling speaks up first. Alright. Now, I think I know... I brought you all together to help me find Caltro. And, I know we've gotten a little bit distracted from that, but... I'm here to kind of set things a bit more straight. I've been told, back when I talked to Torga in jail, after roughing her up a bit, as she kind of, like, cracks her knuckles, that a lot of them were staying at a place called the Wet Trout. Like a big tavern, kind of a shitty inn, but they wanted to get drunk, so that's where they were. So, I thought about going there and finding out what I can about Caltro. And
Didn't some of the people in the crowd partying over someone dying recommend the wet trout?
Aye, they did. I'll be happy to tag along.
Yeah, and then she also pipes up. Yeah, she pipes up too that I don't know what these fools are thinking. I don't know why the red wizard, as she kind of like rolls her eyes, was burned. But that was certainly not Caltro. You can tell by the fact
obviously.
Yeah, the fact that he was shivering for dear life as he was being burned alive tells me that
he was shivering as he was being burned.
Well, like
or before,
before he was being burned, and then like being burned too.
Yes.
Denver speaks up next, and I'll have you all know that I can get us into East Haven Town Hall pretty quickly. Their little exhibition's got to be over by now, and given my connections and family name, I hopefully can get us to meet with the speaker. But at least like one or two of you to come with me and figure out what exactly the speaker wants. Oh yeah, and he kind of looks. If anything, I guess I would prefer to have Balthazar with me if we do go there.
Yeah, I mean, I got a 10-minute commitment, and then I'm pretty much good.
Ronaldo did that's not happening until like late into the night.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all free. I got no commitments.
Alright. Lynn kind of looks to Vars and Roxy. Will you two join me then at the Wet Trout then?
Yeah.
I would be delighted.
Alright, Sorrin.
I'm not really into that, all those political things anyway.
Alright. Sorrin, Correth, and Nayala. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm definitely not hopping in on that seance. So
you could assess the.
yeah, we can go down to the monastery's outpost here, chapel or whatever.
Go speak to Denver's like, go speak to some of the locals then, huh?
Yeah, some people from my order.
Alright.
They might have some information on Caltro.
Alright. Correth, I'm assuming you're going with Sorrin?
Yes, I'll be partaking in that
Alright.
venture.
Nayala, would you do me the honor then of joining me and Balthazar in going to meet the speaker?
Yeah, I'll go.
Excellent. Denver is like, Lynn's like, alright. We'll all take care of each other, all of his business, and we'll get back, figure out what to do from there, alright?
Alright. And then, does Denver put his hand in the middle again? Do a break?
He doesn't want to start it this time. He just kind of hands in his pocket.
I will.
Alright, then he puts his hand on your hand. He looks to Nayala expectingly, like she's gonna do it too. Because they're all going to the same place.
I'm just gonna look very confused about it, and I'll like slowly. Okay.
Alright, and then as soon as she touches, I'm gonna go break, and then.
Alright. Start walking.
Alright.
It's so awkward. And
Oh, it is incredibly awkward. Alright. So, which do we want to do first?
Denver gets me.
Yeah. Town Hall, Wet Trout, or Black Raven?
I
I'm
guess we
actually.
can go first, or whoever else wants to.
I was gonna. I was going to roll the dice.
Oh, fair enough.
Alright. For
Understandable.
that's a 1, so we're doing Town Hall.
All right.
Okay, so apologies if some of you have to be quiet during these parts, but it's not that often we get to do things like this.
No, I'm gonna go get food.
That's perfectly fine. Alright. Nayala and Balthazar, you joined Denver in heading over to East Haven Town Hall. After about the hour or so, people did start clearing out. There's a few drunkards still chilling by the burning pyre, but you walk in. It's a very nice building when you actually get in, made of like pure stone, wooden desk, people walking about doing town hall business. As you walk up to the front, you see a woman there, secretary, and she kind of wakes up. Hi there. I'm Prudence Tarkwood, secretary and main clerk here at East Haven Town Hall. How can I help you?
I assume Denver is.
Okay, yeah, I'll just talk to myself for 5 minutes.
Hell yeah.
We would like to meet with the speaker. Believe his name is, as he's kind of going through his notes, Speaker Daneth Whalen. And she's like, "You want to speak with Mr. Whalen? Is that correct?" Like, that is correct. He isn't. I'm assuming he isn't being held a hostage by evil cultists now, is he? As he kind of gives her a wink, and she's just kind of like, actually, I'll let Denver roll for this. Yeah, Denver's got some sweet rolls, even with a negative modifier.
Yeah.
She's kind of like, "Oh, not at all, sweetie. Let me go see if he's available." As she steps out, Denver looks at the two of you and is like, "No, I think I still got these people skills. Wouldn't you both agree?"
Yeah, you're getting through it. Give him a thumbs up.
He looks to Nayala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to think that awkward pause was there for as long as it took you to speak, MJN, and then you just say that. He's like, "Cool." At this point, Prudence comes back and she's, he actually does have some time currently. And given that you're with, what I only assume are adventurers, given their, capabilities. As for anyone else who's not understanding the picture here, this is like a town hall filled with like bureaucrats and like, regular people. The fucking buff-ass half-orc and the buff-ass Goliath are with this dude who's carrying like a magic book on him, so there's definitely a lot out of the ordinary here. There's like, you can go right in. "Oh, thank you so much." And the three of you walk in, are escorted into a room. Pretty nice. A few chairs laid out in front. Desk. I might keep saying so much, I shouldn't be saying. There are drawers and, bookshelves filled with books. Lots of notes and stuff kind of scattered about, a map of East Haven pinned on the wall. And sitting at the chair in front of you is, let me see if I can find him. Was there no artwork of him? That's not that guy. Maybe he's at the bottom. I'm gonna be real mad if, here he is.
Was there artwork of the last speaker?
No.
Alright.
Artwork, like, I only have certain artwork of certain people, so, you see this man peer up from his notes. Looks a little disheveled and wearing a lot of clothes. Next to him is a half-elf woman, probably in her 30s, blonde hair, pair of glasses, wearing actually some like pretty heavy armor. As she kind of looks up, this Whalen kind of speaks up. "Greetings, all of you. I am Daneth Whalen. This right here is Captain Imdra Arlagoth of the East Haven Police Force." And she just kind of like gives you guys a nice, shakes your hands. Pleasure to meet you all.
Mhm.
Now, Prudence told me that some adventurers just came in, and I'm assuming you are said adventurers.
Didn't realize we made that much of a stir.
Well, I gotta say, young man, given how you guys look, carry those big-ass weapons, and, you're either here on adventure or work, or you're here to fuck some shit up.
Well, let's hope it's not both.
Alright, they both kind of like chuckle a little bit at that. So, Captain Imdra speaks up. It's actually a good thing you folks came in. We have a bit of an issue that does need to be resolved. And we did just recently get a payment method for it. At which point Denver speaks up. Well, actually, hate to interrupt, but I was here on other business though, especially regarding maybe getting the Speaker sigil as, showing our usefulness for East Haven. As he begins to kind of pull out the sheet of paper with the Speaker of Caer-Dineval's sigil, like, but Dana stops him, like, hold on a minute there, Buster. We ain't gonna do that just yet. You gotta show the folks of East Haven, just how much you care about this town before I start stamping things nilly-willy. Like, alright, fine. Waylon speaks up. Alright, Imdra, tell him our little issue. Well, it all started about a few days ago. A bunch of the local fishermen went out on the lake. There was a part of the water that wasn't frozen over. They decided to go that way. And we haven't really heard from them since. There's 4 fishermen, in fact, out on Lake Dinashar. We need someone to help maybe find and search for them. Things have already gotten a little bit out of hand, given the things that happened with the Red Wizard. So, wondering if maybe some fine adventurers for you can go out onto the coast and see where the fishermen are.
Will we be given a boat?
They kind of look to each other. I mean, we can ask around, see if anyone has a boat to spare. No one really wants to go out anymore, though, because of the weather and the missing people. And then there's also the fact, too, that a lot of the boats are frozen in the water right now, too. The Denver kind of pipes up, but oh, don't worry. Worst case scenario, we just gotta trek along the coast, around the direction you kind of pointed out. At which point, Imdra pulls out a map and she kind of gestures towards you guys about like the direction like the boats seem to have headed. Waylon looks to Nayala and you, Balthazar, and he's kind of like, "So, you from around these parts, or not really?"
Nope, guess I am.
Well then, what about you, Goliath?
Just from here and there.
He kind of like, gestures, put a hand on his beard, thinking for a bit. I could have swore, I've heard of like your people up more out in the wilderness, though, your clans and whatnot. Strange seeing one of you down here.
We're around.
I see. Well, welcome to East Haven. Sorry about, well, unless you're into that sort of thing, Nice, time-honored execution. Not every day you get to see those.
It was an execution and not a, offering?
Oh, no. If we were going to offer someone the Arl, we would have done the lottery, given them their last meal and final rites, and then, strip them naked and stick them on a pole out in the middle of the lake, where they would probably freeze, where they usually do freeze to death. No. That red wizard. he was accused of far more dangerous things. That's why he deserved to die. Killing those poor innocent adventurers like that. Though now the town thinks we want to get this. The reason we need to get this fisherman situation sorted out now is because people are starting to blame all sorts of crime on the Red Wizard, and we need to kind of quash those rumors now before things get a little bit too out of hand. Yeah. Of course, that's what you get when you deal with a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. And when he says that, Balthazar, I want you to roll me a history check with advantage.
History check with advantage. Oh, wow.
7. You feel like maybe you've heard that before, but somewhere in your mind, you're just kind of like, stop thinking about that. And then you stop thinking about that.
Alright. Repressed.
Yeah. So, yeah. These rumors of, these outsiders who come in. And these are like the bad type of outsiders too. Starting all sorts of shit. I don't know what exists thereafter, but you don't go around killing good 10-town adventurers without a reason. And he did not have a good reason. Plus, you know how many of our guys he took out before we were able to capture him? It's insane. Luckily, he's just a stupid wizard, though. And because of that, he's so squishy and easy to catch. Not like you two. If I had to take you both down, you'd probably whoop my ass.
I give a hearty laugh. Yeah.
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 Who needs dumb wizard and magic when you got muscle? Isn't that right, Goliath?
Yeah. Yep.
Alright.
Magic is dumb.
Yeah. Can the two of you roll me a perception check while this conversation's happening?
Mod 20.
Alright.
Oh.
Now, you're too busy just trying to deal with this dude. Balthazar, you notice, as you look at Denver, Denver seems very intent on, like, paying attention to, like, the map where Imdra's showing him, like, where everybody kind of, where the fishermen were last seen going. You can tell, like, a little bit, like a bead of sweat coming down, like, a little bit of trembling, like he's a little bit scared. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna step up, like, in front of, not, like, directly in front of Denver, but, like, so I'm closer up, so I'm sort of taking the lead.
Mm-hmm.
And say, so to get this sigil, all we need to do is, find these fishermen, right?
Imdra and him
Find
look...
what happened to them, at least.
Imdra and him look at each other, and then they kind of ponder. That'll be the first step, but we can't reward you with, We'll talk more about sigil stuff later, but we can reward you with something if you help us out with this. And he's like, Imdra, go get the thing. And she goes out and grabs the thing. So, as she's holding these two things, and he kind of does a little, like, drum beats. Now, when we captured the Red Wizard, we got two things from him that seem of worthwhile value. One is this scroll, as she holds up, like, this copper tube, takes out the top, and you see, like, a scroll wrapped up in it. And the other is this mystery bag, as she holds up a gray bag in the other hand. Now, because he was the Red Wizard, these are probably two very big magical items, so help us find these fishermen. We'll get talking more about that sigil, and you'll also get one of these two prizes.
What's in the bag?
He looks to you, and he's just like, it's a mystery.
But all you have to do is open the bag, and then we'll know what's in it.
Yeah. Is it a mystery to us or a mystery to you?
Imdra pipes up. To be safe, when we caught the Red Wizard, we decided to kind of leave it a mystery. That's why we don't even know what the scroll's about, but we can assure you it is magical.
Do we have 10 minutes?
10
You
minutes.
think like the rest of this will take like 10 minutes-ish?
Oh, is Kahuna not back yet?
No.
I think she means, like,
I want a ritual cast detect magic.
Oh, Denver seems like he's about to wrap things up, so if you have any way to, like, get someone else to prolong the conversation so you can cast it, then I would let you. Otherwise, you gotta spend a spell slot.
I'm gonna ask about getting that ferry sent back up to Caer-Dineval.
Okay, there you go. Luckily for you, this actually is one of those things that is a bit of a hot topic. So, Balthazar and Danet get into a conversation about, like, getting the ferry back up. Danet is very much like, oh, you know, I'd love to get the ferry back up, but, you know, lake's frozen, and Scython, who runs the ferry, doesn't really want to seem to fix the situation. Like, we thought about maybe putting in an icebreaker on top of the ferry, but that costs money. And then we're already spending all of our money on getting food shipped up here, so we don't all starve to death. You know, everlasting winter, everlasting rhyme, never-ending winter, that sort of BS. And if I'm being honest, I feel like we're doing well because we keep, you know, sacrificing, you know, people. I think that's what keeps us, you know, from starving. Unlike, you know, those people in Caer-Dineval, they just give out food as their offering. I'm pretty sure a freaking crag cat or a wolf just eats it.
They don't have much people that they can offer. I think
that's probably.
You seem to have plenty.
All right. I would just ask you personally, Balthazar. Would you make a case for why they should push the ferry stuff further, or would you offer like alternatives, or do you just kind of give up?
I'm trying to make a case for them. There's plenty of fine folks up in that town who don't have the supplies to survive like you guys do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
All right. Luckily for you, you got a shit roll. I will say for the sake of things, you bring up the Alassar, the boy you've raised, and I'm gonna say like you started talking about him being malnutrition and like being forced as a kennel, like living with the dogs and all this stuff, and like Imdra and Danet are just both hearing this and they're just kind of like oh my god, that's so awful. And during Balthazar's long-winded story about Alassar, your detect magic goes off, Nayala.
Yay!
Okay, so you both know the school, and alright, so let me just look up one thing. I just want to know what school of magic this is. Alright, so you look at the copper tubing with the scroll on the bag. They do both, magic does glow off of them. The scroll appears to be evocation magic, and the bag seems to be conjuration magic.
Okay.
Now, yeah, unfortunately with detect magic, you only really know the school of magic. You don't know what exactly each item is or does unless you identify it.
Right.
Alright, but
Is there anything else that is
magical? How far does it go? Penetrate through most barriers, but is blocked by. In this room, no. You don't see anything else magical other than. Denver has like his spell book, gives off like a ton of magic, but that's because he's a wizard. All right.
Can we say my book is giving off like a little bit of magic?
Actually, yeah, that would be the case. There's a little bit of magic coming off the book that's on Balthazar's chest. But anyways, after Balthazar finishes telling Waylon and Imdra about poor Alassar, yeah, they're like, you know, we'll schedule a meeting with Scython soon. You know, he can't get the ferry back up with like an icebreaker attached to his ferry. maybe we'll send them like a goodwill cart of goods. You know, would not come up as often as the ferry, but it'd be something.
Anything that I can do to help in that endeavor, short of giving a large sum of money, I think you let me know.
They look to you both. We will. Where are you staying exactly?
At the White Lady?
Yeah, White Lady Inn.
What? Yeah, I tell him that at the White Lady Inn.
All right.
You come send for me anytime.
Will do. And at that point, Denver kind of is like, well, that about takes care of that. He shakes their hands. Do you guys shake their hands too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. And you begin to head off. Close the door. Prudence waves goodbye to Denver, and he kind of waves back. And step outside. So Nayala, you do know both of those things they were offering for you as like a prize are magical.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell that to Balthazar if you want or not.
Both of the so-called magic items were indeed magic.
All right, that's good. They're not trying to stiff us.
Yeah. I mean, if they don't know what it is, you know, that's...
Yeah, they
telling
can't.
me that it's magical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And she said that it was conjuration magic, right?
the bag is conjuration.
Bag,
Yeah.
turn.
And the scroll is evocation.
All right. I don't know enough about that stuff.
Trust me, you will learn. Also, I still don't have it down 100% of the time. That's why I had to look it up partway through. Because I didn't know MJ had that ability. But anyways. Denver kind of just, head on his forehead like, well, this should be simple. Not anything too crazy, but... He takes a seat kind of like, out on the city hall steps, looking at the burning fire. Tell me, Balthazar, Nayala, does the name Dazan ring a bell to you?
Does it? Can I assume no, but...
You... Actually, I would say both of you would be no, so...
Alright.
I do not.
He was one of them. Yeah?
Sorry,
should
no,
I?
I was going to ask you to continue and you... Yeah, go on.
Alright. When I heard about, the Arcane Brotherhood and who they sent up here, I never thought things would be this messy. Tell me, Balthazar. I feel like someone like you would know who the Arcane Brotherhood are. And remember, you did try to figure that out, and
Yeah, I have an idea, but I can't recall.
He kind of smirks at that. I wouldn't blame you. Tell me, Nayala, would you like to hear a tale?
I like tales.
Picture this. About a few months ago, an organization of some of the most powerful wizards and arcane practicers sent 4 of its members on a quest to find something. I don't know what exactly that something is, but they all come here. And funny enough, they just drop off the face of the earth, doing who knows what. The Red Wizard, from what I've heard, the man who deals more with necromancy. He never seemed like a dangerous guy. My sister would speak somewhat nicely of him, compared to her other 2 traveling companions, back in the letters I read.
So, would you know if that man being burned alive was actually the Red Wizard?
Only one man has a hat that red. as you look at the hat. Like, out of everything that is, like, burning, like, the red hat doesn't seem like it's being touched at all. Like, it's still, like, in perfect condition.
That's still going on, huh?
Well, like, people have dispersed, but it's like a fire, basically, out in the middle of, like, town hall.
Okay. But the man is long dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay. And he traveled with his sister, you said?
Yes. There were 4 of them. My sister, him, and I think apparently you met the other one downstairs yesterday.
Oh.
That's why you remember Sorrin did mention that Avarice said she was a part of a brotherhood.
Oh. So, okay, I got it.
But the fact that they're all separated like this, the fact that he's burned alive without... Tell me, Balthazar. I can see through your face who you remind me of. It all came together. Achilles, I heard, was named a special advisor of the organization. Never became a full-fledged leader or its main member, or like one of its founding members, but they like him and respect him. And
do things come flowing back to me a little bit right now?
Yeah, because you should know who that name is.
Yeah, I know who the name is, but does anything about the order specifically come up?
I'll let you roll history again with advantage one more time.
Alright. God damn.
You know, you start to think about it, but then your brain just like, shut up, stop thinking about that. This conversation's starting to irritate you a bit. The moment he mentions
I know the name, and then I kind of shut down.
Well, either way, I don't know what they're after, but if they're burning members of the original party, then we should move quickly. Then, last thing I want to see is my sister burn at the stake next. And he kind of gets up and he heads back to the White Lady, and the two of you follow.
Yeah, I want to real quick ask him if he's a part of this brotherhood. He might have said that, and I didn't.
He shakes his head. No.
Are we walking by the pyre?
Yeah.
Does the hat glow?
Yeah, the hat's glowing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a magic hat.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, real quick. Does he know what the hat does other than not burn?
If you
this isn't important, but I'm curious about that hat.
I don't want that hat, but I don't think that Nayala would want the hat, so I'm like torn.
Alright.
Yes.
Nayala, roll me an Arcana check just to figure out exactly what the hat does.
Alright,
Can I also roll Arcana?
Sure, you can roll an Arcana too, I'll be nice. Alright, with a 13 and a 16, the hat just seems to be made to be kind of indestructible. That's basically it. There's no sword you get to pull out of the hat, like there's no conjuration magic to it, it's just, Shit, what's the school of magic that provides protection? I forget what it's called.
Hold on.
I'm not even going to look.
Abjuration. It is abjuration. Thank you.
Abjuration.
Yeah, it's glowing abjuration magic, and that's that's magical barrier stuff. All right. So, assuming none of you dive into the fire for the hats, we're gonna move on.
I'm not that invested. I was just.
Yeah. All right. Is Kahuna back?
Yeah.
Kahuna is back. Yes,
I am.
All right. Let's do the wet trap next. Sorry, Correth and Sorrin, but also you guys get a fair amount of screen time overall, so I think it's okay being last.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
All right.
I'm also going to be back.
Okay, it's cool.
Hey, what's up?
So, Lynn, Roxy, and Vars take the long journey over to the Wet Trout. Make their way in. You know, it's poppin' here. People are chilling, drinking. You know, everyone's having a damn good time. Lynn just looks at the two of you. Alright. We're gonna get information on Caltro. Where should we go first?
Maybe to like the bartender.
I like that. What do you think, Vars?
I like that as well.
Alright. You guys walk up to the bar. White dragonborn woman behind it. She looks at you.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wet Trout. My name is Nimetra. How may I help you?
1 pint, please.
Alright, that'll be money. I'm trying to remember how much a pint costs.
That'll be money.
How much money do you have on you, Vars?
Enough.
I'll just say if you give her 1 gold piece, you'll be covered for I think most of the time you're here.
Yeah, deal.
All right, you just handed her a gold. And it's like, all right, got one of you types here. And she pulls out the pint, slides it over to you. By the way, Vars, this town still reeks something awful.
It's all the more reason to be drinking.
Yeah. All right, what about you two? He looks to you, Roxy. What do you want?
Well, I was actually we actually came here to ask a couple of questions about what? Sorry, about
Flynn pipes up.
his name
We're
is-
looking
Yeah.
for a person, a name of Sefik Caltro. Cold-hearted killer. See him around here? And the barkeep's kind of like, I mean, that name doesn't really ring a bell. I'll say if you want, if you're
I
looking,
slide her a gold piece. Does it ring a bell now?
she takes it and she's like, I have a lot of customers, but if there's anybody in this inn who knows this bar who knows who comes in and comes out, that would be Scython. She points over to a red tiefling, kind of having a drink over at a table. Scython will probably know what you need. He knows a lot of things in the 10 towns, actually.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. As she hands Vars another drink after he finishes first one.
Thank you.
Alright. So, you guys walk...
Let's go over to the other guy.
Alright. You walk over to the table where Scython is chilling. You know, red tiefling, nice, like, he has, like, a sailor's kind of clothes on. You know, big black beard. He looks to you all. Why? Well, how can I help you today? Fine dwarves and beautiful lady, as he kind of, you know, a little, like, head bow.
We're looking. Hello there, sir. We're looking for. I can't remember his name. I know his last name's Caltro.
I'm gonna just type his name
Go
into
ahead.
the chat for you, if that's cool.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
But Helene pipes up. We're looking for a man named Sefik Caltro. Caltro. Describe him for me. What's he like? What does he do?
Well, he's basically the only person who doesn't wear a coat, and he kills people with ice powers.
Doesn't wear a coat and kills people with ice powers. Huh.
Yeah, and he was supposedly here with a group of merchants a couple days ago.
I'm assuming Vars is still drinking. Lynn pipes up. Torga Icevein. Her party.
Mhm.
Scython begins to, like, rub his beard, ponder it a little bit. Gotta say, it's escaping my memory a little bit. Oh man, if I only at a way to get this brain functioning more properly.
I put a gold piece on the table.
Oh, that helps ease the situation, but I don't think it's enough. I got this real nasty headache.
Fucking, I put 2 more.
Give him a drink.
Alright. Both that and Roxy
Okay,
putting
never mind.
another gold piece on there, he's like, that should fix that. Sit down, let me tell you. Stop standing. So, I'm assuming you all sit down by her.
Yeah.
By him. Alright. So, about a few days ago, Icewind and her crew came in. I buy some things from her now and then. Jacked up prices and shit. I never complained. Unlike some dude who happened to did, and no one's seen him since. But, anyways. One day, though, they leave pretty quickly. He comes in, wondering where all of his friends have gotten. Of course, no one's seen them. And, you're right, I do remember. Man didn't wear a coat at all. Seems like he didn't need it. Walked out the building, muttering to himself about trying to maybe find a place to settle down. We get our way. Last time I checked, he ain't in East Haven anymore. And for good, and might I say, good riddance too. The guy's kind of a weirdo.
Do you know where he went?
They're not wearing the jacket, or there's something else?
I mean, not wearing the jacket and also just killing people and just being... I don't know, he sounded weird. He didn't seem sad when he found out Icewind left him behind. He just seems to... like he didn't give a shit. Like he just wanted to go do something else because he was bored. As for where he could have gone, map pulled out. Well, he couldn't go into the lakes. That'd be kind of a walking death sentence, even if he is immune to the cold, because either, the animals out there will kill him, tribes, the Goliaths, who knows. He could have gone to one of the 3 settlements. There's Bryn Shander, up to the west. You go north, you can go to Caer-Dineval, and to the south is
He's not in
Goodmead.
Caer-Dineval.
And you guys would remember, you didn't see him when you were driving through. Well, I guess that means he could have wandered off to Bryn Shander Goodmead. But when he says that, Flynn pipes up. He wouldn't go back to Bryn Shander. He already did his dirty work there.
Yeah, and Goodmead is closer.
You actually,
Sounds like a place I want to visit anyway.
you actually do know a little bit about Goodmead, though, Roxy, because your older sister Ruthie lives there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
But, alright, well that's... I can say for certain, though. Haven't seen him around since. Though, I mean, he's trying to think for a bit. I mean, maybe could he be around still? I don't really know. I mean, there's like always shit going on in this town, but everyone seems to be blaming the Red Wizard for that instead.
Do you...
Of things going on in this town. Do you have any idea why it smells like shit around here?
He looks at you kind of quizzically. He's like, "What are you talking about? It smells fine."
No,
I mean-
it's like death. The worst kind of death.
He looks to you, Roxy. Your friend should get his nose checked out.
I start drinking my beer.
Roll me a perception.
Do you... Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Kahuna first. Kahuna, roll me a perception check. 0.
Oh.
Feel that in my bones.
You're just drinking and drinking, like just trying to get the stench out, and you just kind of
Yeah. I
You-
drank real well.
you don't see anything. What were you gonna say, Roxy?
Do you have any idea what the Red Wizard did? Like,
I mean,
what happened with all that?
I don't know for certain. There's been talk about, outsiders in the 10 towns for a while. I mean, they always come and go. But, I mean, if I had a guess... I mean, there's been... I heard he killed maybe some 10-town adventurers. Others are saying he was responsible for the missing fishermen. I'm not really too sure, but... Seems like at this point you can commit any crime and just blame it on the Red Wizard. Given that he's a wizard and all that, maybe he escaped death somehow. I highly doubt it, though. He seemed to be burning real nice when I was watching it earlier.
Well, I mean, thank you for all your help.
Sure, and if you ever want to hear more about what's going on in the 10 towns, you know, my head could always use a little refresher.
Okay, I get it from you.
Alright, he smiles. Vars is just at this point. He's got has his hands on his nose because he just really doesn't want to smell this anymore. Blaine kind of gets up. Yeah.
Hey, Var. Do you know where that smell is coming from? 'Cause I don't smell anything.
I haven't been able to figure it out, and the last time I did try to figure it out, I got a real bad headache.
I mean, maybe finding it is, you know, good to get it to stop.
I agree with you. I'll keep working on that as soon as I just take another drink.
Yeah.
And stop talking.
Blaine just looks at you all. Well, you can either chill here or head back to the inputs. God, is it so frustrating. Well, it makes sense he would leave, though, especially after what he did here. And he got lucky that this Red Wizard stuff caught everybody else's attention. Maybe that's why there's no search party out for him. Anyways, though, guess I gotta go to Goodmead next.
Goodmead. Yahoo.
By the way, Balthazar and Nayala. This was the name of the Red Wizard that Denver told you about.
Damn.
He mentioned it, but I don't think I pointed it out to you. Alright, so you guys chill here for...
It's like Dan, but cooler.
Yeah. You guys chill here for a bit before eventually heading out. Vars does get kind of drunk, and I'll actually have Vars roll me one more perception check as he heads out. 12. And let me check something. What was the... where did I write this? Sorry. Alright. Unfortunately, with a 12, you're not really able to figure this... You know, you're trying to find it. Can't seem to find it, though. And at this point, you just give up and just take your drink with you and leave.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright. Lastly... Correth and Sorrin. Assuming both of you are both here.
Yeah, I'm here.
You come into, let me change the map, go back to East Haven. You head further down south, more into like this part of town. And you head into the Black Raven Monastery. Simple square stone building with the Raven logo on it. You both walk in. Both Ginter and Gall are there, you're just kind of relaxing, meditating, and as they see you walk in, they kind of, you know, pull up some chairs and let you both sit down.
I walk up and bow towards them again, and then take a seat.
Yeah, they bow to you as well, and to Correth as well.
I do a little wave.
Ginter speaks up. Tell me, brother, why come to East Haven?
Dark tidings bring me here. It appears a serial killer has been loose, and the group that I've been adventuring with, we've taken upon ourselves to bring him to justice. You've probably heard of the serial killer.
They look to each other. Gall pipes up. Yes, the cold-hearted killer.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
But we happen to have his real name, Suffolk Caltro.
They both kind of nod and like, We'll make a note of that if we hear that name pipe up again.
Yes.
Killed in Nace Haven a while back. People weren't sure if it was rumors or people just copying rumors. But then the incident with the Red Wizard broke out, and that seems to have eaten up everybody else's attention.
Yeah, can you explain that?
Ginter pipes up. Luckily for you, we don't get caught up in the excitement like everybody else, and you
Go ahead.
pay attention to the right information. You see, this Red Wizard goes by the name of Dazan. He had come to Icewind Dale a while back. For what we don't really know, well, what we heard was that him and a group of adventurers went out somewhere deep into the wilderness, and the adventurers never came back, but he did. And so people started asking questions because, you know, local 10-town adventurers, you know, they can be somewhat heroes in these parts, doing good work for the cities and whatnot. And eventually, you know, they found the Red Wizard wandering about East Haven, buying supplies. The guards went to try and question him, and he fought back, hence, you know, his capture. And judging by the fact that after his time in court in East Haven Town Hall that he was set to be executed, the information about him killing those adventurers probably is true. He's not a cold-hearted killer, and there have been talks that he's the reason why some fishermen have gone missing recently, but I don't really believe that's the case. Do you, Gall? And Gall's like, no, I don't believe that's the case. I think you're right about that, Ginter. I am right about that, Gall.
And then I'm gonna lean in close. Do you have any news on Silas?
They look to each other, and would you be okay if your friend waited in the back?
I give Correth a look.
I'd like to do message real quick to
Sorrin?
Sorrin, and just say to him, if anything goes bad, just yell, and I'll step out.
Alright. You go into like their backyard. It just seems to be kind of like an area where they can train. You can tell Correth, there's not really like... These two may be like... maybe the only members here? You're not 100% certain, but... it seems to be that way. The two of them look to you, Sorrin.
Okay.
Master Silas... We'll get to your pipes up first. Master Silas came in about a few weeks, maybe... No, sorry. It's been over a month. I'm gonna have to read my notes and doing this properly, so sorry to interrupt. It's been about over a month. We last saw Master Silas. He came in about 2 months ago. No, first to Bryn Shander, then to East Haven, help out the two branches. He was also interested in the fact that he was trying to find a way maybe to, I think, stop the everlasting rime. And Gall speaks up. Yeah,
Sounds like him.
That's right, the never-ending winter. He came and stayed with us for a few weeks, taught us more about the teachings of Valas Balin de la Farm, as you would know.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really, the two of us don't really get to hear a whole lot. We were sent out from the Bryn Shander central headquarters. Start up one here in East Haven. I haven't had much luck though gathering people, but luckily we own a skiff, so we're able to fish and keep this monastery afloat that way. But anyways,
Your humble doing is enough.
indeed. But so Gall pipes up again. Anyways, though, about a month ago, those last few days, Silas told us that he met a woman who could maybe help him out. He seemed to think we had kind of started to think this everlasting rhyme thing would keep kind of going on for a while. I don't know much about Arl or why any of this is happening, but nobody really knows how to stop it. But he really thought that he had found a way. Him and this woman, he looks against her like, what was her name? Something, I think her last name was Lantomir. Anyways.
I'm going to describe the white tiefling, what was her name?
That's Avarice.
Avarice. Yeah, Azareth.
Avarice.
And, yeah.
You describe Avarice to them, thinking that maybe Lantomir is like, no, he said it was a human woman, not a tiefling. But anyways...
I'll say, well, keep your eye out for her as well.
And they look at each other.
She seems to be a part of some brotherhood. Possibly evil?
You get the sense, Sorrin, that she seems bad from... Assuming you trust what Correth told you, Avarice seems a little bit bad.
Yeah.
Plus, she threw you into freezing water and like, almost let you get killed.
Second chances and all.
Anyways, listen, Silas believed with this Lantomir woman, he could end the everlasting rhyme and free Icewind Dale of this never-ending winter. So, and then, honestly, that was kind of it. One day, he told us, he would be back. He was going to go help her out with something. And, that was a month ago.
See, so no more. Just the last name is all you can give. That's the only lead.
I'll make them roll. I'll let them roll something. Let me pull up their stats. Yeah, they kind of both nod like, oh, we're sorry. We wish we could help you out more. But, Silas, he didn't tell us a whole lot either.
Right.
He just, besides the teachings and trying to figure out a way to stop all of this, kept things pretty close to himself.
Yeah. It's him.
But
I'm going to stand at the chair.
Yeah, but they looked to you and was like, what? I guess you find a woman, or I don't know, find a way to stop the everlasting rhyme. Maybe that's how you can find him.
Then that is the path I shall walk.
Yeah.
And I'll bow again to them.
They bow to you. They both feel a little bit bad because they couldn't help you out as much as you would like, but they kind of look to each other and are, I'll tell you what, if we do have a skiff and there are parts of the water that aren't, too bad. If you ever want to learn the ways of Icewind Dale fishing, we're here to help you out.
I'll just smile at him and say, thank you, that means a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I'm going to walk out to Correth.
Yeah.
After they bow back or whatever.
They bow back, and they give you a fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it like a raw fish?
Yeah, well, it's nice and preserved. It's a
cool.
green trout. It's like they tell you like,
awesome.
I just cook it. These ones taste probably the best. That or the knucklehead ones too, but those are a lot harder to catch.
Okay.
Alright.
And I'll walk out to Correth.
Alright. Two of you do anything?
He's like in the courtyard area, right? Like the backyard, courtyard area?
I'm assuming you pull him back. Like, take him outside.
Yeah, so we'll leave the monastery and I'll kind of, actually I won't say anything.
Alright.
How'd it go?
About as well as I expected it to go. It just, prove that I'm on the right path.
That's something at least. So
What about you? What about? Do you feel like we're on the right path to something here?
I feel like staying with this group is the right path for me, and that's about all I can say right now. Hopefully, a path finds me.
I see. Well, I hope the path finds you as well.
Let's hope our paths hold true.
Yeah. I pull out the fish. They gave me this perfectly preserved fish. I don't know if this is like a customary thing, or
I'm the last person you should ask that from.
Alright, I'll put the fish back.
Alright.
Maybe we can cook it up later.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
The two of you return, long walk back to the White Lady Inn. Eventually everybody comes back after a good while. And sitting in the lounge once again. People get more caught up. Lynn tells everybody who wasn't with her that Caltro was last seen leaving East Haven and is most likely in Goodmead right now. Denver informs you all that you can get a step in the right direction with the Speaker Wayland of East Haven if they go find the missing fisherman. And I don't know, I'm assuming Sorrin does not tell the gang what he heard at the thing.
I don't share anything exactly about Silas himself, but I do say I managed to get some information about the some type of shady individual with the last name Lantomir. Is that how you pronounce it?
Lantomir.
Yeah. So I'll share the information about her, but not really the context of, like, her. If that makes sense.
Yeah. When you say that name, Sorrin, roll me. I want you to roll like a insight check. No, not a perception check. When you say it, the group. 14. Just roll something. Fortunately, you don't really notice much. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, Denver lying back, feet on the table, because he can do it. Not a table, like those little cushions you put in front of a chair to like put your feet on.
Ottoman.
Ottoman, there you go. Well, as we know what we can do maybe put things in the right direction a little bit. Tell me, Sorrin, you said your monk friends had a skiff or a boat they can go out into the water?
Yeah, they said they have it docked on one of the easier parts of the lake to maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that I can use it to learn how to fish, but I'm sure I can use it for any other means.
Well, it just so happens that our missing fishermen were out on the coast. Now we could walk all the way over there, but we could also take a boat too. What do you think? Early morning boating trip, everybody? And of course, as he looks to Lynn, once we get that all settled done, we can be on our way to Goodmead. And Lynn kind of just shrugs and just... You better be lucky he hasn't been causing shit over in that part of Icewind Dale. I'm gonna be real fucking pissed. And he's like, oh, I doubt it. And besides, according to Balthazar and Nayala, if we do this, we'll get a magic prize. Isn't that correct?
One of two magic prizes, yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We don't know what they do, but magic. That's cool, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. So then, as you all kind of like, I'm assuming like you're all cool with going to deal with this fisherman situation in the morning. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time is it right now?
Okay, so you guys kind of came in around like noonish, and then between getting settled in and then going to all these places and getting back, it's getting kind of late into the like late afternoon, early night.
All right.
Yeah. So, as you all begin to kind of, yeah.
I think I have to go see a man about a ghost, don't I?
That's right. As you all begin to kind of get up and kind of go to relax, a few things. One, Sorrin.
Yeah.
As you kind of begin to retire for the night, Denver comes up, puts his hand on your shoulder, and is like, "Tell me, Sorrin, I think it'd be best right now if you go tell your boat-owning friends we'll need to get onto it tomorrow."
I kind of like shrug my shoulder so his hand gets off of it, and I say, "Yeah, I guess I can go do that."
Let me just say, yeah, if all goes well tomorrow, and I can get that second sigil, then maybe I can help you out a little bit.
I'm sure you're referring to when I asked you about the other adventurers. And
Okay. He smirks. Unfortunately, I wish I could trust you as easily as I could Balthazar, Sorrin, but I know where he stands and where he comes from. You're kind of a whole other mystery.
I can say the same about you.
True. And let me just tell you this. We pull this off, I get that second sigil. I got something that I think can help you out.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. So Sorrin, you gotta take some time late into the night. You have to basically just run there and back. Asking
I
them-
mean,
yeah?
if I get there, you think they'd let me crash there?
Oh, they would 100% let you crash there.
Okay, yes, so I'm gonna do that.
Alright. Roxy, Nayala, Correth. Night's pretty chill for you. If there's anything you really want to do, you can let me know, but you can either just read a book, chill at the end, go to a bar, or kind of do whatever.
I actually would have told probably someone, let's just say Correth, that I was going back to the monastery to make sure they're cool with us using the boat, and then also that I'm probably gonna end up staying there. So that way no one's like, "Oh, Sorrin didn't come back."
Alright.
So yeah, I'll make sure they all know what I'm doing.
Yeah, Correth gets the whole room to himself tonight.
Yeah, I'll probably retire, say some prayers to Oberon and trance.
Alright. Nyla, Roxy, anything the two of you want to do tonight?
No.
No.
Alright.
Anybody want in on this ghost business? Is no one intrigued by that at all?
That's not. No. I'm closing.
Seems kind of like a waste of time to me.
I'm closing the ghost. The ghost window is closing right now.
I mean, I'm interested.
Okay. You and Nayala go see the ghost. Roxy retires for the night too. Before we do the ghost, Vars. Kuna?
Yes, sir.
One more perception check.
Oh, good, great.
So
Let's go.
everything just smells awful, and you're searching around trying to like figure out where. Eventually during the night, like it kind of like dissipates a little bit, like it gets a lot less powerful, but Also, as you kind of just start drinking, you kind of like, I don't want to deal with this shit. You grab like 2 napkins or towels, just stick them in your nose, and then go to bed for the night.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also definitely contemplate cutting off my nose the drunker I get. So yeah.
Yeah, no, you plug your noses up, and then you just, as before, get in bed, like that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nayala and Balthazar, you guys go to another part of the inn, a much nicer room, as you see Ronaldo, along with some other people, like, seems like guys who just kind of got off the streets and drunkards, like, ah, you made it, glad to see you here.
Yeah. I'm interested in this ghost business. I don't know what else to say.
And your friend here too, I'm assuming she's interested as well.
I do have curiosities.
Excellent. Let's get started. All the other people there are kind of just like hooting and hollering, like, no, humana. So
I guess I sort of follow along then. I'm gonna be taking notes on what he actually says in my book.
all right, you guys like sit in the circle. You get some incense clouds that begins to like kind of light them up. You know, these multicolored lamps and silks that are hung from the rafters. You know, light from several candles illuminates the circle as the guests sit cross-legged on the floor. You know, he sits there and, you know, just kind of begins to mutter to himself. And then he says, "We live in dark times. Perhaps the spirit of the White Lady can help. Aren't you curious to hear what she has to say? Huh, everybody?" And then one guy goes, "I'm interested." A woman's like, "I'm interested." And he looks to you, Balthazar.
Yeah, I'm interested. If it can get us out of dark times, then that sounds like a net positive.
And he looks to you, Nayala.
Curious, yep.
And then the other guy's like, "I'm interested too." As he just takes a swig of his beer. Can the two of you roll me persuasion checks?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh,
Hey.
so you feel the sense of things kind of moving forward, but now when you say those words, "Yeah, I'm curious," something in the air just changes, and you definitely feel this though. As Ronaldo is just kind of like, "White Lady, speak to us, please," as his eyes begin to roll into the back of his head as he says, "Lady who watches from the lake, come to us in our darkest hour. Tell us what you have seen." And like that, the room goes dark, candles flickering off. Ronaldo's eyes open, pure white. It gestures, it looks towards you, Nayala. "Goliath, you have called me here tonight. How may I? What is it you want to know?"
There was something about a treasure.
Where the treasure?
The treasure. My husband's treasure. It's where both it and he belongs. At the bottom of Lake Dinishare. Goliath,
Yes.
you must be careful. You travel with someone who has not said who he truly is.
Who do I know them as?
I
If
cannot.
you feel so willing to tell.
It's hard to say. You may know them so well, but you also may not really know them at all. There are people walking about, invisible people, They could be dwarves. They could be humans. Gnomes, elves, invisible types. That's how it usually goes deep underground. But not this case. Now they walked amongst us. Now, hold on, there was actually an art I wanted to show you of this. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. As like the glass windows begin to kind of pipe up.
Invisible dwarves.
Tell me, is there anything else you would wish to know, Goliath?
Do you know anything about who's the guy that we're looking for? Hethyl Arkorran?
Oh, Caltro.
Yeah.
The white lady
And the
pauses.
blessing that he's received?
I do not know about Caltro, but I know of Aro's blessing. Very few get it, only those who truly worship her. It gives them abilities one would say are unnatural. But with it, it does her dirty work. Be wary of Caltro. Be wary of lots of things, Goliath. But always remember to stay true to yourself and who you are. I know things may seem dark at times, but I think in the end, we can pull through it. You can pull through it. You watch as the white lady using Ronaldo's body comes up and gives you a hug, Nayala.
I'll hug her back.
Does it hurt to be so far away from your home? Your
Occasionally.
Let me just say this. It hurts. It can always be tough. But you are doing the right thing by being here. By being here and now, you can prevent something far more terrible from happening. And with that, he finishes up the hug. Ronaldo's eyes come back. He's very confused about why he's hugging you, but
Oh, I'm like teared up, like there's tears on my face. Like I'm not like bawling, but like I'm definitely crying.
yeah, he's a little bit concerned. He looks to you, Balthazar. He doesn't want to like get back because it's a freaking Goliath he's hugging, but he's just like he mouths to you, kind of like, "What did I do?"
Don't worry, it's good.
All right,
yeah, when I realize that he's moving, I'll let go.
all right. Well, that was something. Oh, did she say where the treasure was?
Yeah, it's at the bottom of the lake
With her husband?
with her husband's body. Yeah.
He's just like, shit.
Yeah.
Well, let's on to the next town then. See if any spooky ghosts there have any treasure I could hear about. Alright, thank you all for participating. It's been lovely having you. I gotta go. Remember to tip your waitresses and tip your seance performing gnomes as he holds out his hat. And like some of the guys there toss him like a piece of silver or whatnot. You guys give him anything?
I'm gonna rip out the page of the book that I was taking notes in and just like crumple it up and put it in his hat.
Kind of scowls at you.
I'll toss him the silver.
He scowls at you when you do that, Balthazar, but he's very grateful for the silver from Nayala. And with that, you guys decide to retire to your rooms for the night, and I think that's where we're going to end it.
Alright.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
Damn. Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Always nice.
As we go back to our rooms, I do want to like sort of pat Nayala on the back, just be like, "Hey, it's sorry. I don't know what it is that I'm like consoling her about, but I want to console her a little bit."
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Hope you
gonna
all,
have a
Now,
talk.
yeah.
Some point.
Yeah.
Probably in the morning.
I hope you all have fun with that.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Nice to have a session where we're not stuck knee deep in combat for over half of it.
Yeah. Some good RP in there.
Oh, definitely. Uh,
I was not expecting the Black Ravens to have like an actual monastery anywhere. I like that tie-in.
there's a few, like, you can definitely tell the East Haven one is like very small, just the two of them.
Yeah.
But
Well, they
not-
said that the big one was in Bryn Shander or Shandir or whatever.
yeah, that's like
So
that's the main city of the 10 towns. Like, if there was a capital city for this area, it would be Bryn Shander. But even you don't know how big that city is too.
right.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good fan theory on the imposter, but
More to this than meets the eye. Let me just say that.
I also have a theory, but
I think it's Denver. I'm gonna be honest.
Fan theories.
Doing it. Or...
The imposter is always doing wires, huh?
they're in electrical.
All right. You guys have any questions? Anything you want to talk about?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna message you something
Yeah.
real quick,
Go ahead.
but yeah, nothing pressing.
No, I don't have anything.
All right,
I'm
but...
gonna go.
Oh no, Vivian is dying on us. Yeah. Sorry. I try to get as much RP in as I can with everybody. So she already left. So I couldn't get as much Vivian RP as I wanted. I feel good about how I was able to hit on most of you all today.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah.
You made it go around. I appreciated it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Also, I want to tell the people who played the Descent now this, because I wanted to mention this last week, but not last time I forgot to.
Mhm.
The fact that you dealt with devil worshipping cultists at the beginning was kind of a complete accident. It was that was the quest that was given to me starting in Caer-Dineval, and it all just happened to play out like that. I'm not trying to start another devil, like a Descent going into hell sort of campaign again.
Oh, it was fine.
What? Why not? I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Well, no. So essentially, back in Descent into Avernus, like 4/5 of the campaign was dealing with devil worshippers and actual devils, and Levistus is a devil, and those were
kind of how this one started.
yeah. So it kind of just played out like that, and I didn't really mean for that to happen, but that was what the book kind of gave me, and I said, all right, this is fine. Plus, I'm glad someone in our group got the connection I was making with a certain phrase I was saying.
Oh, Mephistopheles is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
You blow up the fucking.
Yeah, it's not a long story, but it is a story, and
I can't remember. What did we name that little guy?
oh, wasn't it Pink or something?
Pink. Yeah.
We kept doing colors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
well,
like,
because we had red. Yeah, we had red.
blue.
And they couldn't be red because they're red, so they were pink.
yeah, it was for those unaware. That was an imp they had helping them out when they took on a quest in the name of a certain Archduke. Yeah. And then, of course, there's my personal favorite for all that was the final conclusion of it, where the guy because there was a part of that campaign where you guys were just on like quest after quest, like having to help out someone else to help out another person, and to the point where you got all the way back, and then Kahuna blew up the bug girl he was trying to free from the thing or whatever.
It's real fun.
Yeah. All right. You guys want to help me raid someone?
Yeah, let's
Alright.
do that.
Yeah. Let's see. Next week we're gonna be in East Haven.
Or 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
Next week. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Classic 2.
Yeah.
Ah, freaking ad.
All right. Let me know when you're in. Yeah, glad to be in a new town. 10 towns have a lot to them, and this is one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, I like this place.
Well done, everyone.
Oh, thank you, Kahuna,
Well
for
done.
the 6 months.
Hey.
Yeah, I gotta. Once I'm done with grad class, I gotta get like my streaming somewhat back in order, because if I make 35 subs, I can get a new emote.
Well done, everyone.
Oh, thank you,
well
Kahuna,
done.
for the gift sub to MJ and Mercer. And then, of course, there's the fact that we got badges in the works. I just need to wait for them to be done. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's me. Oh my god. I'm
All right.
like blanking out.
Yeah.
I'm almost done. I'll get in touch.
Awesome. All right, we got the viewers, and
Yes, I'm in there.
I see it. We're gonna rate our boy Jasky. Bye, stream.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, everybody. Good job today.
Yep.